Tuesday edition. The Happy Training Camp Eve to all who celebrate edition. Hey, Zack Tom, I know you've got a couple of extra dollars in your pocket now. Have you considered investing in the Pickler edition? And are you courtesy laughing me?
No, actually, I thought that was funny.
Yeah, I was proud of that one. Okay, good. I feel better.
And true. If he does, we're good. Let's go.
And of course, the Brewers won another game, so we should really dedicate the vast majority of the show to the hottest team in baseball. Even Jeff Passan is on board edition of Wilde Tausch.
The best team in baseball.
Did the Tigers win
by
yesterday?
the way.
Skeen's got him.
No, they lost. By the way, you say stuff and it gets put up on clips. Homer actually had to rein me in. I meant right now when they swept. Listen, 6 in a row against the Dodgers. Dodgers gold standard. Milwaukee's better than the Dodgers. That's right now. Should have went that road with it. That was on me.
On 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee, 100.5 ESPN Madison, 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam, ESPNWisconsin.com, the ESPN app, your Alexa smart speaker, streaming live video, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. We back up. And, of course, everything you need on the all-new, all-redesigned, all-free, all-customizable ESPN Wisconsin app, which you can get both in the Android and App stores. I'm Jason Wilde in Green Bay. Jesse Nelson is in the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios. And from his undisclosed location, Jordan Love is number 68 on the NFL Top 100. This guy is number 1 on our Top 100. It is Mark Tauscher. Tausch, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing good, Jason. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for asking.
You like it when I ask how you're doing. So
I do appreciate it.
Even though
thank you.
You're used to me not asking you, so you're sipping your coffee.
It does throw me a bit,
ask.
yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wasn't
but
prepared
you're
for that.
doing good. You look fresh. You look good.
I'll tell you what. Speaking of looking good, the photo shoot yesterday, I'll tell you what, man. Ross from Channel 3, WISC TV, News 3 Now, he's not a magician. He's just a marketing czar. But he managed to take some photos of me that I actually look cool. Like, it's incredible. I can't believe, I don't know how he did it.
Cool, probably. I'm guessing cool.
No, let me be clear. I know that I'm not cool, but he managed to make an uncool person look cooler than he is cool. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, it does, actually.
I'll send you a few, and I'll make sure I autograph an 8x10 glossy for you after I get them printed out. Sure. But it was Goody was leaving as, thankfully, I had finished up. So we passed each other in the parking lot. He did not wave. I waved to him. I'm going to assume he didn't see me. Or maybe his mind was the fact that he had just shelled out $30.2 million, the largest signing bonus for an offensive lineman in National Football League history, to Zack Tom. Tausch, you always believed it was coming. I got spooked a little bit.
Anybody that has paid attention knew this was coming. Like, come on. You got stenoed. Stenoed you a little bit with this whole competition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
mm-hmm. He did.
So, first off, congrats to Zack Tom. And second off, Goody, it ain't your money, so you shouldn't be mad. And if things go the way I think Balaga, myself, and people that watch offensive line play, Zack Tom in 2 years will say, man, I should have waited. I'd have gotten third, because it'll end up being in the mid-30s. But that's the give and take. Mm-hmm. So this is going to be, I think, a total win-win. Zack Tom gets the biggest signing bonus. He's going to average $22 million a year. He's locked up for 5 years now.
Correct.
You have this year plus a 4-year extension. So I think you look at it, and this was such a no-brainer to everyone that was paying attention. And I thought yesterday, and I said this on Wisconsin's Morning News with Vince and Eric this morning. This shows you the difference between what quote-unquote America's team does and what America's team does. The Dallas Cowboys don't do what the Green Bay Packers do. If you're proactive with things and you identify players that are going to be your core players, you sign them and you take care of them because you can get them at a lesser price than if you take them to market every time. Now, that doesn't mean every player, but Green Bay showed yesterday why they are a self-sustaining operation and a world-class organization because they know what the hell they're doing. And, yes, will they fight when a player gets older and get rid of them? They will, and that can be painful for some of us and for people. But when you're in your prime, your elevators line up, and you've proven that you're a good football player, and they want you, here you go. We will give you what we think is a fair market price, even though a couple years down the road it probably won't. Zack Tom getting a big extension. The competition is over. That is the quickest. I thought last year's competition between Jordan Morgan and Rasheed Walker was quick. This was an off-season competition where they never put pads and didn't practice it more than a jog through speed. And Zack Tom wins it with an $88 million contract extension. So I would hope that when you ask Steno, you could say, was that the quickest competition win in the history of offensive line play? Because there was that conversation. I believe it was let's make sure Zack Tom gets here. We can get him signed. And I just look at this from a Packers standpoint and say, this is what the Packers do, and this is why they're successful and sustainable with their offensive line, because this is how they handle their business.
Wait till Anthony Belton beats him out in training camp, and he's sitting on the bench with his $30.2 million. Yeah, I don't ever want Steno to stop being Steno, because we learn a lot more because Steno is open and honest and helpful. I just never understood why he said what he said, and
none of us could.
The only theory that I developed over time, Tausch, was he wanted to make sure that it wasn't all about the left tackle competition, even though it's all about the left tackle competition, right? I mean, it's the one spot where, as of now and as of then, there was clear-cut competition. They announced it in March when Goody was at the NFL meetings. When I look at the situation now, it is going to be the focus of training camp. It is the one competition really anywhere, right? There's no special. We're not going to be charting hang times for punts or how many kicks Brandon McManus makes versus Greg Joseph or Anders Carlson. They ain't there. Like, the left tackle competition is really the only competition. Yes, the wide receivers will be jockeying for opportunities, but beyond that, is there a training camp competition that I'm not thinking of?
I don't think anyone's going to compete with Sean Ryan at right guard. I think that was the other spot that was kind of thought about.
Unless Rasheed has an early knockout again and they start working Jordan Morgan then at right guard, right? But as of now, it's Sean Ryan's job.
Yeah. It is until we figure out what Elton Jenkins is going to do, because I would bet that Sean Ryan will be playing center if Elton Jenkins isn't if they're worried that they're not going to get anything done with him, they will have to make that position open for business. And then I don't know who they put in. If you just go Monk and then you see if he gets it.
Donovan Jennings.
I don't know. Huh?
You put Donovan Jennings in at the guard spot and see if Matt LaFleur knows who he is.
Yeah, there aren't going to be a lot of other spots. I think the D-line, that rotation, who's going to earn those spots, I think will be in play as well. But, yeah, that's why we're all sitting here talking about this team and the uncertainty and all this stuff, and there is some, but it's more about how good are they going to be. You kind of know who the players are going to be. You kind of have the script it's just a matter, are there going to be any breakout stars? Or is this just going to be your normal, Saturday night show? That's the part we'll find out. This was never a competition. We said it from the jump. This was, I still, other than maybe leveraging the fact that maybe they thought Zack Tom might not come to camp without a new deal, maybe that's why they said that, to kind of scare him a little bit and get him, you better report and you better do this and da-da-da-da-da. Knowing the whole time that Zack Tom was going to get paid, was going to be paid well, and for the Green Bay Packers, this is going to be a deal that they're going to say, attaboy, this is going to be an attaboy Russ. I would guess in 2 or 3 years. I thought after Penei Sewell and Lane Johnson and those boys, I think Zack Tom is right behind them right now, and he's a lot younger than Lane Johnson. Mm-hmm. Good deal. Well done by Russ Ball and by Brian Gutekunst here.
All right, so this is what the Packers do in most cases. They didn't do it with Davante Adams. They didn't do it with Micah Hyde. There's been small examples throughout time.
Different scenario, though. Davante, they did the first time. They didn't do it the second time.
That's true. You're right about that. No doubt about it. I guess my question is, if they do the smart thing, because I was getting some grief I saw on social media that I have too much anxiety about the Elton Jenkins situation. Yeah, look, guilty as charged in terms of liking Elton Jenkins.
There's that new song out, Anxiety's got me learning.
Heard that we turned the channel. I know. I was told it sucks, so we turned channels. But in Elton Jenkins' case, we've been over this ground 100 times during the offseason. I don't want to repeat it, other than the fact that tomorrow is the first practice. He's on the non-football injury list. I don't know if he suffered an injury between the end of minicamp and coming to camp, or if this is part of the process of a hold-in, is that he's put on this list. But do you believe now, because, look, the two things that are on that contractual to-do list would be, are they going to do something with Quay Walker, right? Goody said, we want him beyond 26. He also said that Davante Adams is a Hall of Fame player, and we're going to sign him. And he also said that
I think Aaron Jones
is absolutely going to be on our team. Exactly. So do they do something with Quay Walker? And
I would not.
Do they take care of Elton Jenkins?
They should. I don't know what Elton wants. I think if it's a little sprinkler for this season, I think that the Packers would do that. I don't think the Packers want to get in the business of paying 30-year-old offensive linemen 3- and 4-year contracts. I don't think that is not their MO. And when they've done that, it has not worked out for them.
And unless you've heard something different, that is not what Elton Jenkins is looking for, which is why
that's what I was just going to ask you. What do you think Elton Jenkins wants?
So here, and again, I understand some of you
no sourcing.
have
I know
heard
you didn't
this.
Talk to anybody. Wink, wink, wink.
Yeah, no sourcing, or maybe a little bit of sourcing. But again, if he's on the team for the first game, he's a vested veteran. He gets all $11 million of his base salary for this year. Next year, his base salary is $18 million. So you're talking about $30 million-ish over these 2 years.
Yeah, they ain't
As I understand it, he would like some of that $18 million to be guaranteed so that he knows he's going to be here next year too. And then if they want to say, I don't know how much of the 18 he wants guaranteed, but enough that he'll be here would be my understanding. Which, again, if you think he is an all-pro center, which Goody said, and I know we can't just go by everything Goody says, but if that's what you think, and you also want to have the flexibility to say, hey, buzz off, man, you're 31 now, a year from now, we don't want you anymore, I get it. But I would think for the locker room, for a guy who's a leader in there, for a guy, and I know there's a few people that have, well, he did get belligerent at a strip club in Atlanta during the offseason. Yeah, he wanted a refund. We've all wanted refunds and gotten a little belligerent with the customer service representative. But the bottom line is that if you only want him for the next 2 years, and then you don't want to do anything beyond that, I get it. I don't blame Goody for that at all. All I'm wondering is, and the struggle I have is, how do you ask the Elton question without getting, Jason, we don't talk about contracts around here. Because I don't, I want to ask, what's it going to take to get this resolved? Do you see him as a member of this team?
You just ask, how far apart are you guys?
And then I'm going to get the contract thing. I'm going to get the contract answer. We don't talk about contracts, Jason. You know that.
Yeah, just say, I know you don't talk about contracts. Kind of take that away from him. Take that little pill away from him.
And then he'll say, you're right, we don't talk about contracts. Tausch, if I'm being blinded by I like Elton, fine. Tell me why this is still an issue. This isn't like Trey Hendrickson, right, who wants a 3-year, $120 million deal like the Steelers just gave T.J. Watt.
But, Jason, it kind of is in the fact that Elton's moving spots, and Trey Hendrickson is underpaid for a defensive end of his caliber. Mm-hmm. The market keeps going up. At center, the market hasn't really rocketed up from where it was. He's actually at, if you go 18-11, that's $29 million over 2 seasons. He'll be one of the highest paid centers in the league.
Less than Creed Humphrey.
They're not going. What is Creed Humphrey making? He doesn't make $15 a year, does he?
I looked this up the other day. I'll look it up again. Go ahead.
So this is more of, do you want me for an extended period of time? Because this isn't going to be – I don't think Elton is sitting there saying, I need to be the highest paid center in the league. Because they'll come back and say, well, you haven't even played center. Mm-hmm. We don't know. Mm-hmm. Elton's looking at this saying, this is what was owed on my contract. I am doing you a favor by moving to center. Mm-hmm. I could go on the open market and get left guard money, which we've seen left guards. They're making upper teens to low 20s. Elton is actually sacrificing some of his financial earnings because I think he wants to play center. That was abundantly clear to me when last offseason already. This was this was in the works, as we've talked about numerous times. He just wants some stability as an older player. Hey, a lot of us wanted stability as an older player. You don't get it very often. So Elton could bet on himself because Green Bay, what I know Green Bay won't do is pay him $18 million a year to play center next year on a 1-year deal. That they're not going to do. What they would do is say, well, let's work something out. I think they want to see this season play itself out and hope for both sides that Elton stays healthy. Elton is saying, I am not going to do that. And that's where this thing is coming to a head. So the easy thing would be, all right, $29 million, you already get 11, let's get you to 16 or 17 guaranteed. Then even if it goes south, all right, we're out $2-3 million. Psst, you get to go find your way. You get a little bit of security. And if he gets hurt, he's injury protected by the CBA, he would be able to get a lot of that money back. That would be, to me, the median here of what they're looking for and what I think Green Bay, this is going to be more of what will Green Bay swallow here moving forward of this remaining money that's not guaranteed.
Creed Humphrey signed a 4-year, $72 million deal, which included an $18 million signing bonus and $50.3 million guaranteed.
Yeah, he's in the elevator of his career.
Mm-hmm. Just so we understand where.
So what is that? $18 million a year? Is that about what that number is?
Yeah, that's exactly $18 million a year. Look at you. I thought you were a geography guy.
So I think Elton could make a really good argument and say, listen, man, just guarantee these next 2 years, and if that's the case, we're good. Because he'd be making about that, right? It would be actually even less than that.
Less than that, he'd average
center.
about 14.5, 15. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. And you've been very clear that Elton doesn't want new money. He just wants guaranteed money. That's what I've heard from you.
That is what I've said repeatedly.
Okay.
And you've said repeatedly how great Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin are.
Indeed, and for windows with the strongest resilience, you need the Pella Experience. The Pella Experience Center will let you see it, feel it, open, close, compare dozens of windows and other door options from 7 different Pella lines. You can do it all side by side. Stop by soon Because if you order by July 31st, you can get 0 interest for up to 5 years. Certain restrictions do apply. Visit the Pella Experience Center in Brookfield or schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Training camp is a day away. We're getting ready here on Wilde Tausch. Stick around.
This is Wilde Tausch.
Wilde Tausch is presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio. Good Karma Brands teamed up with a 2021 national champion Wisconsin Badgers women's volleyball program to host the first ever Good Karma Brands volleyball clinic at St. Vincent High School in Milwaukee. The event covered all essential volleyball skills with sessions in hitting, setting, and passing. To wrap up the clinic, campers put the skills they just perfected to the test with a full scrimmage. The event wouldn't have been possible without our sponsors. Thank you to Big Frog Custom T-Shirts, UW Credit Union, and Siding Unlimited for their hard work in making this event possible.
At Tony Wendorf & Associates First Weber Real Estate Services, we believe in the human side of real estate. For us, it's faith, family, and friends in that order. We live that every single day. We move fast, negotiate with confidence, and communicate clearly so our clients win. We operate from a place of gratitude, having donated nearly $200,000 back to our community since 2020. You deserve a team that delivers a luxury experience no matter the price point. Tony Wendorf & Associates, trusted knowledge, superior service. Contact us today at wendorfteam.firstweber.com.
Hey, Wisconsin, it's Mark Tauscher, and UW Credit Union and I love all things Wisconsin, especially the Wisconsin State Fair. And now, UW Credit Union's helping you enjoy it for free. Just open a new rewards checking account at any UW Credit Union branch in the Milwaukee area by August 1st, and you'll get a free 4-pack of Wisconsin State Fair tickets. For details, visit a Milwaukee area UW Credit Union branch or go online to uwcu.org/State Fair. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms apply.
It's been over 2 years since Bobby Carpenter had regenerative treatments at QC Kinetics. He needed relief from knee pain, but he wanted to avoid surgery.
I thought I might have to have my knee scoped, had some injuries, some lingering pain from stuff that I had been dealing with from years of playing professional football, and things had kind of flared up again. I started talking to a friend of mine who's orthopedic, and he was like, well, try to avoid surgery if you can.
And you absolutely can avoid surgery. QC Kinetics provides patients with state-of-the-art regenerative treatments, orthobiologics from your own body that help heal and restore damaged, aching joints. And we'll let Bobby tell you about that.
It was all of a sudden that one day, a couple months later, I was here, let's go jog, let's try to see what I could do. And the more I did, I was pain-free with it, and it was actually a pretty remarkable process.
Before going under the knife, see if you're a candidate for non-surgical joint pain treatments at QC Kinetics. Call them today.
Call QC Kinetics, 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474.
Hi, this is John Neal, CPA and founder of the Neal Group. Over the years, we have helped many people fulfill their dream of owning their own business. Some stayed as mom-and-pop businesses, while others grew to have national reach. We worked with them to develop systems and procedures so their books were up to date in order to grow their business profitably, minimize taxes, and have less stress. Whether you are a brand new business with $25,000 in revenue or an established business doing $25 million in sales, we can help. We work with you to clean up your books and give you the information you need to know where your business is now and where it is going in the future. Don't wait. Start on the path to more cash in your pocket and no more sleepless nights. Call us at 414-325-2040 or visit neilgroup.net today to book a meeting. We can talk over Zoom, the phone, in our office, or your place of business. Yes, we like to visit our business clients. Call 414-325-2040 or visit nealgroup.net.
Forget average. At Exterior Pros, they bring the heat. They're not here to meet standards. They're here to smash them. From the first swing of the hammer to the final reveal, they're leveling up your home with every window, every shingle, and every single detail. This isn't just a remodel. It's a glow-up for your house. Built tough, built beautiful, built to turn heads. Want in? Let's go. Lock in your project now and save $3,000. Exterior Pros, where bold meets built. Trust the pros and visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274.
You're listening to Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
All All right, we need to get ready for Evan Cohen. But you said something that snuck past briefly, and I just want to go back to it. I don't think we need to spend a lot of time on it. And I saw this from Jordan Schultz. What did Rap Sheet call him when they were getting into it? Coffee Boy? He's thrown his hat in the ring now in the insider world for Fox Sports. He mentioned that the Packers have been talking with Quay Walker about an extension. I said a little bit of that to you, and I thought I heard you say, while I was still talking, and I just kept going, I wouldn't do that, or something to that effect.
Yeah.
I agree with you. There's a risk there, obviously, right, that he pops the way they think he could in this system and the way he did for 3 games before he hurt his ankle in Seattle, and you end up having to pay more for him.
Tag him. Yeah,
sure, right. But I think they view him and Edgerrin Cooper as finally, after many, many, many years, their Fred Varner, as you like to call him, and Dre Greenlaw, who's now playing, I think, in Denver. But you would not do that. Because my thought is you could get him at a lower rate than you would have to pay if you were extending him after he has a breakout season in year 4. That's the only reason I ask.
Yeah, well, what's that rate?
Yeah, I
just want to see. I think here's the deal. I think he obviously is a first-round pick, talented cat who can run. He hasn't put it together. You see, I think there's a maturity that he has shown as he is, from where he was in year 1 and 2. You're starting to see kind of the light bulb come on. But I think at this point, I still want to see more. Now, if you can get him at a price that you feel really good about, if you're Russ, okay. But at this point, I think Edgerrin Cooper is going to be a star. And I don't know if you want to be paying. I guess the reason for what I'm saying is I want to see Edgerrin Cooper. If he rockets off like we think, I want you going and extending him. And I want you looking, and I think you'd have to wait another year before they could do that. But at that point, And if Quay goes and rockets off, okay, and then you can make that decision based on 2 different guys' evolution of play. Because if Edgerrin Cooper doesn't take that leap and Quay does, all right, hey, we're happy to pay you, Quay. You're going to be our guy. And if he doesn't, you're not sitting here saying, well, we're kind of stuck. Because once you pay him and you give him the bonus, and how Russ does it, you're going to get 2. You're basically saying he's here the next 2, maybe
Correct.
3 years.
Yeah.
And you're going to be paying him at a top dollar when you could probably, if you start watching, Edgerrin Cooper was the best inside linebacker available, pretty much on everybody's board. He dropped to 45 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I just think there is always going to be able to get value at that spot with really good players. And if Edgerrin Cooper is as good as we all think he's going to be, man, then you can draft another young guy. Because you heard this with Mark Murphy at the tailgate tour when he was saying there was never going to be Aaron Jones, because the Packers basically look at this, and with very few exceptions, they look at positions and they allocate funds according to this spot. Middle linebacker, this is where we're going to be. So it's either we're paying a top-end guy, then we have to go and try and find a younger player that can supplement that, because you can't pay every position top dollar. So it's great if you get that special player, but you're not going to. If they signed Josh Jacobs, they knew immediately, well, we're not spending $20 million a year at the running back spot. So Aaron Jones, thank you for your service, but deuces B. That's how the Packers approach things.
Well, I do believe, and maybe I am alone in my belief in Quay Walker, but I do think we saw the best version of him during that stretch. I think this is going to be the right defense for him. We didn't see him running around a gap to come back from the other side because he was confused as to where he was going. I just thought he looked more decisive. I just thought he played the best football we've seen him play. And
does he have playmaking does he have Quay making play abilities? Quay making.
That was such a great idea, but the execution was meh.
It took me a minute to make sure I got it right.
Yeah, I understand.
You didn't.
No, I didn't say I did, Jesse. I didn't
yes,
say I got it right.
I do think he does. I know when
so
I say
what level?
that. It's a good question.
Like, are we satisfied with him if he's A.J. Hawk?
Has he even been A.J. Hawk to this point?
He has not been A.J. Hawk. And we've had many people tell me how A.J. Hawk was below average. I disagree vehemently with those people.
Again, that's the expectation game, right? I mean, he was the 5th overall pick.
Quay's the first-round pick, dude.
Right. I think to your point earlier, like, if you can get Edger and Cooper at 45 or wherever you got him, then what did you draft Quay Walker at 22 for? Right? Why did they do that then? Why didn't they?
Is there anyone up at Lambeau that thinks Quay Walker can be a bigger playmaker than Edger and Cooper right now as we sit here on the 22nd of July?
Yeah, you mean people that actually work for the team?
Does Quay Walker
Yes.
think that?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Last year, 2.5 sacks, 9 tackles for loss, 2 pass breakups, and 12 quarterback pressures. Third straight 100 tackle season. Those are your numbers.
Yeah, he is I think he is a. I'm not going to say he's Blake Martinez. He does more things behind the line of scrimmage. He's more impactful.
He had that pick 6 against Chicago in the opener 2 years ago, and you thought, he is going to be a playmaker now, and that was the last time he made a play.
Right, and you're looking at you want to replicate what the Niners did, what Tampa did with their 2 inside linebackers. Yep. Mm-hmm. Awesome. I just don't think you're going to want to pay both guys at top rate market value. San Fran doesn't do that. Yep. I don't think Green Bay will. And all I'm sitting here telling you is I am fully loaded on stock, investing in the Edger and Cooper stock. And if Quay Walker is a nice little T-bomb that's going to yield me 3%, 6%, 4, 5%, great. But I'm not going to expect this. I don't expect him to be a growth stock for me. I expect Edger and Cooper to.
Well, if you were investing in someone to redo your bathroom, you would invest in Kohler Services.
I would, and we were just down in Salem. And
Which trial?
Got to demo out, rip some tile, break down a little bit, and I saw a brand new, beautiful bathtub in there. And if you need a new bath or shower remodel, Kohler Services is your spot. Family owned. For 150 years, Kohler is your Wisconsin manufacturer providing care for life. And this month only, you get $1,000 off your Luckstone shower remodel and no interest financing for 12 months. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote with fast professional installation always included. Again, that is KohlerServicesWI.com.
Evan Cohen of Unsportsmanlike, who will he bring with him today? Last week, Smalls, Rob. Do we get a little Chris Canty? Will there be a fake mooning? Stay tuned to find out next. It's Wilde Tausch.
Wilde Tausch continues next on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
It's always a beautiful experience coming out to the ballpark. Many fans prep in the parking lot amongst our legendary tailgaters. When you're ready for new windows and doors, prep for those at the Pella Experience Center in Brookfield. See, feel, open, close, and compare dozens of window and door options from different Pella lines side by side. And if you order by July 31st, get 0% interest for up to 5 years on Blue Mountain Road or visit PellaWI.com today.
Take your game to the next level with Vortex Golf. This employee-owned brand out of Wisconsin brings you premium rangefinders like the Blade, Blade Slope, and the Anarch, packed with features like image stabilization, pin spotter mode, and rock-solid accuracy. Backed by a legendary no-questions-asked VIP lifetime warranty and unmatched customer service, Vortex has you covered. Ready to upgrade your gear? Visit MapleHillGolf.com and search Vortex to see the full lineup. Vortex Golf, you can bet on it.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here with an offer for a bath or shower remodel from Kohler Services. Family owned for 150 years, Kohler is your Wisconsin manufacturer providing care for life. And this month only, get $1,000 off your Lugstone shower remodel and no interest financing for 12 months. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote with fast professional installation always included. That's KohlerServicesWI.com.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know it's not just a car, it also drives your children's dreams. So whether you're going to soccer practice, robotics club, or opening night in the school play, we help protect those dreams. Save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
This is an ad by BetterHelp.
Workplace stress is now a leading cause of declining mental health, with 61% of the global workforce feeling it more than ever. You can't escape work, but you can take small steps to take care of yourself. A walk, some sun, a favorite song, and therapy. Ongoing support to build resilience for whatever your day throws at you. Balance is tough, but getting help shouldn't be. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout.
Get the beat of the Bucks straight from a fan favorite and Bucks legend.
Welcome to the fantastic voyage. Marcus Johnson, the captain of this vessel.
Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson, a Bucks Plus audio production.
My first mate, Chris Johnson, the only father and son tandem.
Your weekly pulse on the Milwaukee Bucks and conversations with the biggest names in basketball. This week on the podcast, Marcus and his son Chris react to NBA headlines. Find Here District now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, or wherever you get your podcast.
Get ready for Germanfest, carnival style. Sink your teeth into Spanferkel, cheer on the tiny racers at the Dachshund Derby, and dance the night away with Vox Club, Juhe aus Tirol, and top bands from around the country. Don't miss the colorful parade, and on Saturday night, wear your best costume for the masquerade ball at the Miller Stage. Eat, drink, schunkel, and make it your tradition at Germanfest. For more information and online tickets, visit Germanfest.com.
The open road is calling, and the ride begins at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. This July, you could burn rubber on a custom Harley-Davidson in the Fire Up Your Fantasy motorcycle giveaway. Play with your rewards card all July for entries. Thursday drawings for extra cash and reward play. Fire Up Your Fantasy, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
This is Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Sponsored by American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Tonight on 100.5 ESPN.
Will Michelle Smallman join him again? Will Rob Lorenzo join him again? Will Chris Canty join him? Or will it just be Evan Cohen? Which is okay if it's just him. Let's find out.
Hey, Jason, if there was one ESPN cat, who would you want to show up on Evan's screen with him right now? Anybody that works at ESPN. Who are you picking?
My two favorites are Chris Fowler and Steve Levy.
Okay.
They were both really nice to me when I was there. This guy's nice to me all the time, too.
That's all that really matters to you, isn't it? If someone's nice to you.
It's a factor. There's no doubt about that.
Okay.
Speaking of which, Evan, good morning. How are you?
Hello, guys. Good answers, Jason. I think those are – I don't know Fowler. I don't actually know either of them at all, really. I've interviewed them both, but I think they're widely considered very nice, and I think it's one of those things when you've been at ESPN for as long as those two guys have, it's more than just being great on the air, which we know that they are, but it's like the teammates liking them and the entire team. I think those are good answers. Tausch, why don't you answer the same question?
Well, because nobody asked me. That's why I didn't answer it. John McEnroe.
I'm asking you.
I just said John McEnroe. Yes.
Don't cheat.
He works for ESPN.
I understand.
He just did Wimbledon.
I understand, but you know that the spirit of the question is not for you to answer John McEnroe.
It's a good answer. That's who I'd be interested in talking with for a while. Like if I go out to Tornado with Evan, and he said, you know what, Tausch, I'm going to bring anybody you want from ESPN to join us, I'd say bring Johnny Mac. That's what I'd say.
Okay, but John McEnroe is not known for being on ESPN.
Neither is Damian Woody. He's known as a Super Bowl champion. Ryan Clark, Pittsburgh Steelers, Super Bowl champion. So you can start going through a list of all these guys. Kendrick Perkins, nope, he's an NBA champ. What's your point? My point is and I don't want to speak for Evan, but in my opinion, when you ask that question, I'm thinking of they're known for being ESPN personalities. You're not known for our show. You're known for having played 11 years in the NFL, and now you do our show, and I am grateful for it.
Oh, wait a minute. You had me until that, and this is not, I have no interest in making fun of the unbelievable accomplishment of playing 11 years in the NFL.
Uh-oh.
But I'm saying this to kudos to Tausch. You don't think this show and Tausch's role on this show versus playing in the NFL, like it's close? You don't think there are a lot of people that know him more from this show than his career in the NFL?
Not in the state of Wisconsin. No, I don't. I think that he is.
But Jason, I'm saying because of the nature of his position, Tausch didn't play a position where it could be like, oh, remember that time?
Yeah, I would just say this: if he wasn't from,
how did this flip back to me?
I don't know, but I love how uncomfortable you are. So shut up.
No, I ain't uncomfortable. I'm trying to. No, I'm not. Evan, who would you pick from ESPN?
No, don't do this. Here's why. Let me explain.
Yeah, go ahead, Jason.
He's from Auburndale, Wisconsin. He played for the Badgers. He is Wisconsin through and through. It certainly boosts our show in a huge way. I'm not saying that.
Yes.
If he had played at Youngstown State and grown up in Bloomington, Normal, Illinois, you're right. He would not be known for having played 11 years. That would not be the same. The appeal and the affinity that Wisconsin sports fans have for him would not be the same degree. It's because he's one of us.
Question. And, there's no question. Our teammate in Cleveland, Gerard Cherry. Gerard is on ESPN Cleveland. He won not one, not two, but 3 Super Bowls with the Patriots.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And I always thought to Gerard, I'm like, he was a second-round pick. I'm like, your NFL career was unreal. But in Cleveland, I'm not sure they're going to care because they care more about your show because you weren't on the Browns. And he's like, I know. I agree
with him.
So right. So your point about Tausch is well taken. But that said, Tausch, random person comes up to you on the street that recognizes you. Do they talk to you more about your playing days or what you guys said on Wilde and Tausch?
I'll say this. It's gotten to be more Wilde and Tausch than it was 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a good sign.
Okay.
Jesse, put up the poll question. Mark Tauscher is most known.
No, I'm not putting that poll. You put it up on yours. I don't want it.
Well, I'm not going to put it on mine.
No.
Jason can put it on his.
We're not putting it on ours.
I'm not wading into these waters any further than I already have.
No, here.
Right,
okay, let's do this. Jesse can be a final vote. Jesse Nelson.
Oh, boy.
Okay? Don't want to put extra work in for you here, but if you can talk for a second. Mark Tauscher is most known for, ... playing for the Badgers, playing for the Packers, Wilde and Tausch, or broadcasting Badger football games.
That's an easy answer. I think playing for the Green Bay Packers. Yes.
And I think
That's
Wilde and Tausch, I got to be honest.
We are bigger than we think
closer.
we are. It's closer, for sure.
All right, Tausch, change subjects.
No, you guys take it where you want. You haven't even answered your own question yet. How this got here, I don't know. So I don't know where I'm at.
Magic.
I haven't answered a question.
No, Jason didn't. All right, Evan, what do you think
I
it
did.
is?
Remember, that's how we started. I said Steve Levy.
Okay. All right, we've discussed, O-line play here, Zack Tom, this contract extension that the Green Bay Packers just gave him. And isn't this just, you guys love talking Cowboys nationally because, for whatever reason, isn't what we heard yesterday from Jera and from Steven and from everybody else and how they handled their business in comparison to Green Bay, doesn't that show you and tell you everything you need to know about why Dallas has been 30 years without making an NFC Championship game and Green Bay has been knocking at Super Bowls and Super Bowl doors for the last 25? Or do you think it's something else?
No, I think, okay, so let's go through this. Let's do an exercise on this together. If I said to every Packers fan listening to Wilde Tausch right now, or watching Wilde Tausch right now, define what winning a Super Bowl means, they would define it based on winning the final game of the season and holding up the Lombardi Trophy, right? Yep. Very simply, okay? If I said to the Packers organization, define what winning the Super Bowl means, they would say the same thing. Both the fans and the organization would take that question literally. I think Jerry Jones answers that question figuratively. And I think he wins the Super Bowl, or tries to win the Super Bowl, 365 days a year. And I think that every other franchise tries to win the Super Bowl on a Sunday in February. And so what Jerry Jones has done is he's acted differently and created a brand differently than I believe any other team in American sports. So that includes the Packers. It includes the Lakers. It includes the Yankees. It includes any of the top-tier teams. And only one person operates based on headlines. Adam Schefter joined us this morning at 6:15 on our show, Central, and literally said he's the P.T. Barnum of the NFL. And I followed up because Adam was talking about the contracts, his delay in contracts, the exact opposite of what the Packers do, obviously. I said, what does he value more, headlines or cap space? And Adam said probably equal, but maybe leaning towards headlines more. The Green Bay Packers probably would not care if they were never talked about, because when you sign Zack Tom relatively early to the contract they signed him to, they are taking themselves out of the headlines long term by Wilde Tausch not speculating as to whether or not he's going to get signed, and by signing him early, they create the cap space. Jerry Jones operates one way. 31 other teams, including the Packers, operate another way.
So if you're a fan of that, let's say it's New England, I think are you still on their bandwagon, or did you jump off?
Shush. Yes, I'm still with the Patriots.
Would you want Jerry Jones as the owner of your favorite team?
No, I would not. But I understand that if you had an investment in a team, like if you could, as a fan, I don't mean the Packers version of ownership. I mean, like, literally, I could put in money and be a stockholder. You would want him running the team because there's nobody better at increasing the value. But the teams, for me as a fan, that I'm attracted to as a fan, are usually more times than not boring by design, and that's what I like, is only about winning at every turn, and from an on-field or on-court perspective. Jerry Jones, I think we forget sometimes, he's already accomplished what everyone sets out to accomplish, right? 3 times over. And I think he's still yearning for the credit. But I remember, I think we all on this show, the 3 of us, love Michael Jordan, right? We put Michael Jordan on a pedestal that is so extremely high, correct?
Yes. Correct.
I do, yes.
Yeah, and I remember talking to Craig Karmazin, Sunday Karma, on ESPN Wisconsin, about
after
how
he beat you in tennis.
Oh, God. Really, Jason, we have to go there? That's just a low blow. I mean, good job by you, but low blow.
Thank you.
I remember talking to him about MJ as the majority governor of the Hornets. And I said, as an MJ, like, truther, I'm like, it kind of bugs me that he never was able to win as the owner or governor of the Hornets. And he said, what are you talking about? I'm like, well, they stink every year. And he goes, why do you think he's judging wins and losses the same way that he used to as a player? I said, what do you mean? I said, he's like, he already won 6 championships as a player. That part of winning and losing he's already accomplished.
It's money.
He may judge winning and losing by increase in franchise valuation. And if you look at it, MJ put in like 100, 150, whatever it was, and sold at a $3 billion valuation. For somebody like Jerry Jones, who's already won 3 Super Bowls, he may only be looking at it as the $10 billion plus valuation of the team. And that may be his version of winning and losing. That's not what Packers fans look at as winning and losing. That's not what the Packers organization looks at as winning and losing. And in many ways, not having a true owner of a team in a traditional sense is probably a huge benefit for Packers fans, because what you guys get and gals get that so many other fan bases don't is a commitment to investment in quarterback development every single year, which is the ultimate commitment in winning.
Yeah, but I would say you could say that about Jerry. He has conquered the business world. Nobody's going to ever argue that. I think he would give a lot of that $10 billion up if he could say it's me and Stephen picked and put a team together that won a world championship, because for as much as he's got 3 Super Bowls.
Let me ask you a follow-up on that. Tausch. I don't mean to interrupt, but it feeds into
I don't
what
even
you
think I
just
asked
said.
the question yet, but okay.
No, but it doesn't matter. Mine will be better. So
I know it doesn't. I'm well aware.
Canty had a great hypothetical today. Jason will be into this too. Would Jerry Jones sign up over the last decade to be the Rams? Never talked about, extremely well run, won a title, but not in the headlines. I say no.
That is a great question.
The answer is no.
No, he would not. I agree. I agree.
Would he sign up? Again, I'm crossing sports here, but would he sign up to be the Oklahoma City Thunder? They are set up to be a dynasty potentially. I don't think so. We don't talk about them. Even they won a title a month ago. We don't talk about them.
No,
you're right.
I don't think so.
Right. So that answers that. Like when you're saying he'd give up $10 billion to put together a championship team, I think he'd give up money to get credit for putting together a championship team.
Yes.
Because he's already put together a championship team.
That's a really good little nuance there. That's really good.
So let me ask you guys this then. Right now, one of the unique parts about the Packers, as we've discussed many times, is related to like the end of Rodgers, the beginning of Love, etc., is the lack of ownership, right? Like there's an actual owner. I mean, there's ownership of things, but would Packers fans today sign up for Jerry Jones to own the team versus no one owning the team?
Nope. No.
The franchise, based on track record, the franchise would be bigger. The stadium would be nicer. Jason, your town that you live in Green Bay, there would probably be businesses that would be more successful as a result. And Packers fans would not sign up for that.
They would not even think about signing up for it.
Why do you say that? I agree with you, but I'm curious as to why.
A, they don't know any different. They don't want that. It's ingrained, and I don't think the Green Bay Packers would want to be about P.T. Barnum and all hat, no cattle. Like, we're more cattle. We want cattle. We ain't real interested in the hat. That's why.
And let's be realistic here. There's an itchiness in the Packers fan base now after 15 years since Super Bowl 45. It is twice as long. So the Cowboys, hey, what was it, 92, 93, 95? Were those the 3 Jerry titles? It's been 30 years. 30, like, I understand.
But
I think that
Jason, what you just said is so interesting, the way you contextualized it, because I bet you the younger audience of Wilde Tausch doesn't fully realize he won 3 titles. They just see the, wait, what? He just ripped Micah Parsons and threw out a hypothetical of a player getting hit by a car for no apparent reason? And they don't actually realize how you just contextualized it as, yes, at one point there were 3 championships. Long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, to put that in perspective, when the 1996, and again, this is what happens when you get old, when the 1996 team won the Super Bowl, it had been 29 years since the last Packers title with the Lombardi-era Packers. And Ray Nitschke is on the field when they win against Carolina crying. That's how long that now the Cowboys have gone longer without a title than the Packers did from the Lombardi era to the 96 Wolf, Holmgren, Favre, Reggie White.
Yeah.
So
when you guys again categorize it the way you are, and you're saying Packers fans would be really turned off and uninterested in Jerry Jones owning the team. What about if I told you you could have the Rooneys?
No.
I don't know what Tausch talks Steelers.
Packers fans in general are satisfied with the way in which it's run with no ownership. Even though the last 24 hours in the NFL, some of the biggest conversation obviously has been around ownership with Cincinnati and Dallas, etc. That the Packer fan wakes up today, and Cincinnati's a mess. But the Packer fan today wakes up today, and she or he is saying, "Thank God we don't have to deal with that crap."
That is exactly what Packer fans are thinking.
Got it.
Correct.
Okay.
Hey, Evan, sidetrack because you brought up Michael Jordan. My buddy Chris Stiles, avid listener of the program, his son Drew is going to be a junior in high school, and he is convinced, we were just talking about this the other day, we need to have an intervention. He believes that it's not even close. LeBron, the GOAT, over MJ. Can you help me on how I should best? This feels like trying to get someone out of a cult. How do I convince Drew that he is misguided?
So, I don't know that you can. And here's my reasoning, Jason. First of all, my son's basketball coach, who I love. This guy's great. We've become friends. He's like around our age, and he thinks LeBron over Jordan. And it's gotten to a point I can't talk to him about it. It's like one of those like religion. You don't talk religion or politics at dinner. I can't talk to this guy about it. Like it's really like I want to pull my son out of the program that he runs because he's like, and it's not even about the hardcore basketball. The reason I love this guy is because he's just a wonderful mentor of these kids. But this now makes me question him. Like, it really makes me question him. I think that people have to understand all of these debates are about our feelings as children and young children. Like, I think the feeling that you get when we're growing up watching Michael Jordan play is something that a highlight will not justify. That feeling of invincibility, of you knew in any scenario he was going to be able to figure out a way of winning. And in our lifetime since then, Brady lost multiple Super Bowls. Mahomes lost multiple Super Bowls. People in the state of Wisconsin saw Favre and Rodgers not get to as many as they thought they would. Jordan Love is yet to have a full season, right? Like we would want him to. Giannis won one, and it's amazing, and I'm not shortchanging it, but like all of these people showed that they were human and mortal. LeBron has lost a million times. He's got there a million times. But the feeling of invincibility and immortality that we had watching Michael is something that you cannot replicate to someone that is growing up now because they're not living in the moment.
Are we human? Or are we dancing?
Are we dancing? That doesn't make any sense, that song, but it's great.
Yeah. I can't disagree.
Tausch, Killers, you know, a lot of times I'll put on just like a random Killers like playlist if I'm like at the pool. Just like it never fails. Long road trip. My wife and I went to Maine and New Hampshire for kids stuff this weekend. Like you just rock the Killers. Like it just doesn't fail. It really doesn't.
But did you get a blueberry pie while you were in Maine? Because Tausch swears by the blueberry pie. Picked it on someone's window in Maine.
Yeah, you go right up to the window. They just bring it right out to you. It's beautiful.
A blueberry pie.
Yeah, right on
it's
the
a
windowsill.
staple on this program.
Following signs. Yeah.
How do I not know this bit? I'm unaware of this bit from Wilde Tausch.
It's not a bit. It's real world.
He also loves saying blueberry.
I do love saying blueberry. Evan, do you feel good, and lastly from me, do you feel good that your unsportsmanlike Twitter account just mentioned, so for everybody's Tuesday, Michelle Smallman hosting NFL Live, Chris Canty, First Take, Evan Cohen, Wilde Tausch. I think you won first prize on this battle.
You think so? How would you guys assess that tweet at Unsports ESPN?
As a slap in the face, yeah.
Or insulting, yeah. I'm curious as to how you would hear.
I don't love it, but I love the fact that Unsportsmanlike has given us a little shine, so I can't be that mad about it.
Yeah,
and
because
it's probably fair.
Or NFL Live, or ever to retweet that. That's good for Wilde Tausch.
Very good. Very, very good.
You know, it's interesting. We go very big promoting when everyone else is doing these shows. I did like 5 or 6 first takes over the last 2 weeks. I don't think our account said anything, actually, on that. It's fascinating. You want to hear
I think
something,
that tells
by the
you
way?
where you rank in that. I think that tells you where you rank in this whole thing.
I know where I rank, trust me.
Oh, I know you know. I know you know.
So I'll give you a little behind the scenes. So Smalls is very clumsy, and I know Jason loves Smalls.
I do.
She's very clumsy. Like, that's not like a bit. She really, like, trips and falls. So as part of NFL Live, they have you, like, moving around a little bit. On First Take, we do the same thing. Like, I switch seats. I do a stand-up. You got to walk here. You got to walk and talk. There's a lot of activity, right? And so she's been very nervous about whether or not, like, she's going to, God forbid, trip on the set, et cetera. They do a walkthrough yesterday. She goes to sit on one of the seats and falls off the seat.
Oh, no. She's like Lucille Ball.
Well, I've been telling her I want this to happen on the show because it'll be great for our show. If she, like, trips and falls, that'd be unbelievable for us, right?
It's got to be. She can't fake. She can't, like, intentionally, like, do it. Though, right? It's got to be offensive.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
No, it's not going to be like Kramer style, but I think that she's going to try to. Well, not try to fall. I think there's a chance she falls.
Organically falls, yes. Well, we hope if she does, we hope she's okay. Evan, thanks for your time. You didn't really help me at all on the LeBron versus MJ thing, though.
Well, I don't think, Jason, somebody said, I think Ryan Russillo said this. I don't know that anyone's ever changed their mind on that.
Yeah.
Think about that. Have you ever heard, this was Russillo's bit on The Ringer. Like, have you ever heard me like, yeah, you know, I watched more tape, I did more research. I used to be a LeBron guy, now I'm a Jordan person. No one has ever changed their, I mean, if you think more people have changed their mind in terms of political affiliation than Jordan and LeBron.
Yeah, I think that's probably fair.
I think you're right. Yep.
I mean, no, the current president of the United States used to be on the other side. Now he's on this side. That's his right. I'm not getting political. Be on whatever side you want to be on. I'm just saying, more people have changed political affiliation than changed Jordan versus LeBron.
Well, then I'm going to have to give up on Drew for that. All right, Drew, Evan, we will talk to you again next week. Good luck on... Oh, wait, you just did our show today.
Yeah, I did my big appearance in a car driving home while they're wearing makeup at a studio.
I think you're winning in that battle.
Agreed.
It doesn't feel like it, I got to be honest.
Also fair. Bye.
Bye.
That is Evan Cohen. You can catch him on Unsportsmanlike. You can catch his co-hosts on NFL Live and Get Up. And you can catch him here every Tuesday on Wilde Tausch. More Wilde Tausch straight ahead. Stick around.
This is Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance. All day, every day, the Carbless talk and text line is open for you.
First off, there is not one team that's on the fringe that scares me.
800-990-3776. The Carbless talk and text line. This is more.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
At Hazelden Betty Ford, treating mental health isn't just about breaking old patterns, it's about braving new ones. As the leader in alcohol and drug treatment for 75 years, we know caring for addiction, anxiety, depression, and trauma goes hand in hand. We're here for you with new tools when life breaks down. Discover your path to better mental health at hazeldenbettyford.org/Wisconsin. Sponsored by Hazelden Betty Ford Foundation.
With a dedicated Milwaukee team, Fifth Third Bank knows what success looks like. For 15 years, we've been serving businesses, organizations, and individuals in the area with a long-standing commitment to the healthcare and not-for-profit sectors. Whether it's expansion to commercial payments, Fifth Third offers a full suite of financial services and solutions to navigate your organization's complex needs. Experience the difference with Fifth Third Bank, National Association, custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
Kyle Brust-Norman's Ben Brust here for Grimal and Associates Insurance. They do what anyone with a growing family, like myself, does. Protect what matters most. Grimal and Associates specializes in coverage that's tailored exactly to you. Clients aren't just policies, they're part of their community. Personalized American Family Insurance back service, expert guidance, and genuine commitment. Grimal and Associates focuses on building trusted relationships and providing peace of mind. The same values they've had for over 30 years in the Milwaukee area. Connect with Grimal and Associates at teamgrimal.com.
For over 50 years, Cousins Subs has celebrated and embraced the traditions of their home state of Wisconsin. And now, Cousins will be honoring a Wisconsin tradition like no other with their pull tab giveaway promo. Now through July 6th, while supplies last, guests will receive a Cousins pull tab with a sub or sub-inable purchase for a chance to win Cousins Subs for a year and much more. For additional info and official rules, visit cousinsubs.com/pull tabs. One pull tab per customer per transaction per day. To receive a pull tab with no purchase necessary, see official rules.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
They treated me like family.
They're actually people that you can depend on.
They made me feel seen. They really treated me like I was a part of their family, a part of their team.
They ask how you're doing, how you're feeling.
They're just so welcoming and so sweet and kind.
It's like family. Caring about another member of the family.
If you've been injured, it costs you nothing to see if Gruber Law Offices can help.
Kevin Morat, Mentality founder here with a wake-up call. You're running on fumes, gentlemen. Just 1/3 of the free testosterone you need. That's why you're drained, defeated, and disgusted with your progress. But here's the truth. Mentality doctors specialize in epic comebacks. Our clients show an increase of 30% testosterone levels within the first month. We don't just treat men, we reignite lives. Just imagine the focus, energy, and drive being restored. Your comeback starts now. Don't wait. Make this your best year yet. Start today at mentalityhealth.com/radio.
You're listening to Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Thanks, as always, to Evan Cohen. We always enjoy our time with him. And thanks to Rob Lorenzo for putting our fantastic show in the same category as First Take and NFL Live. That's how I took that. 3 great shows, 3 great hosts. They're all on great shows today, besides our show. That's how I interpreted that.
Pretty special Tuesday for everybody from the Unsportsmanlike.
It really, really is. I do have one thing that I have to share. I had a bit of an unnerving...
Is this your tease from yesterday? You had something yesterday you were going to share.
No, that was the photo shoot.
I already did that. I covered the photo shoot.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for tuning in.
Stylish guy.
Yeah, me. Model. I'm a model.
By the way, are you going to get us
some
some of those to use when you're on the sidelines? That would be a nice picture to put up on our
I will
video
talk to
stream.
Ross about it. Yeah, he's got to send it through the filter that makes me look skinnier first.
We could see, or Jason could promote Wilde Tausch while he's on the sideline, and not always Channel 3. You could do both, right? Could have you in like that big Wilde Tausch hat that Jesse was talking about.
No, that is a collector's item. It is right here. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah,
I don't want to get it dirty.
I see it, Jason.
Just tomorrow. Just bring it out on opening day every year. That'd be fun.
One day.
Opening day.
No.
One day.
No. What if it rains? It'll be ruined, Jerry.
Well, check the weather. Bruh.
No, plus it's going to be hot. I'm going to be sweaty.
It's a hot hat.
Not doing it.
Okay.
But here's the unnerving thing that happened yesterday. And I want to be very clear. We love Quick Trip. I mean, love. It is the number one place that we stop whenever we are on the go. Yesterday, in between volleyball practice and gymnastics practice, we get a smoothie, everything's awesome.
All right.
But we go to check out.
Okay.
And we pay for our smoothie. And I got a corn dog because I love the corn dogs there. Mm-hmm. And the guy behind the counter says, "Have a great night."
Okay.
What about
what?
We'll see you next time.
Oh.
That's the signature line.
And you have a great night? Or
no, there was no "we'll see you next time." None.
Ooh, boy.
And it threw me for a loop. Like I was expecting it and I didn't get it.
Well, did you say "see you next time" back to him then?
So Sydney, as we're walking out, says, "We'll see you next time," which I thought was really well played by her. I was proud of her.
And then what did he say? Have a good night?
Oh, he was already checking out the next person. I'm not even sure he heard me or heard her. So anyway. That was our trip to Quick Trip last night. You make Quick Trip trips all the time for your Karuba coffee without a cover on it.
Indeed we do. And till August 17th, gear up for the Quick Trip Mountain Dew Quick Climb. Every sip gets you closer to the summit. You have till August 17th. Play every day for free right in the Quick Rewards app. And if you buy a Pepsi or Mountain Dew, you get more. You get bonus opportunities. The cash prize climbs all the way up to $250,000 at the summit of it. Get climbing now in the Quick Rewards app. Quick Trips Mountain Dew Quick Climb. Your summer, your climb, your win. No purchase is necessary, and deals. 99 cents a loaf for Quickery white bread. Nature's Touch ice cream, 1 pint, $3.99. Oh, that's a pretty good deal. Here's a free one. You get 2 of them for $3.99. Kitchen Cravings, bacon wrap, pork loins, 4 for $5. Quick Trip. Have a good morning, have a good night, and we'll see you next time.
Have a great night. The 10 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch starts in 2 minutes, so stick around.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Mark Tauscher here, and these days I am sleeping better than ever. I am so thankful I met with the great team at Advent to help solve my sleeping problems. The Advent team is so great to work with, and their consultations are very informative. The Advent team listened to my struggles, and rather than forcing a surgery, they helped me find the best solution for a better night's sleep. My family and I are so thankful the solutions from Advent worked. To see how they can help you with snoring, sleep apnea, and nasal breathing problems, go to adventknows.com, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman, here to tell you about my friends at Bank 5-9. Everywhere I go throughout the area, I see Bank 5-9, and it's no wonder why. Not only do they have 14 branch locations, but their employees spend nearly 9,000 hours each year volunteering in the communities that they serve. That's on top of the financial support that they provide to several hundred nonprofits right here in southeastern Wisconsin. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check them out today at bank59.com. Member FDIC.
And
IKEA Oak Creek, we love helping you make your home uniquely yours. And now we are making it even more rewarding with new rewards from IKEA Family. With rewards, members earn points on every purchase and extra points for things like attending qualifying IKEA family events, utilizing IKEA planning services, and much more. Then use your points for great rewards, including discounts on purchases and services, and of course, delicious food. Did somebody say meatballs? IKEA is making it more rewarding than ever to be part of our family. Not a member yet? Sign up for free at IKEA.com/US and start earning. True Chicago-style pizza is thin, crispy, and cut into squares. And thanks to Connie's Frozen Pizza, you can enjoy a true slice of the city. You'll enjoy it so much you won't even mind where it comes from. Connie's Frozen Pizzas are made from the same cornmeal crust Connie's has been serving for over 60 years. They're perfectly cheesy, perfectly saucy, and they're exactly what you crave. Get to know the true Chicago style with Connie's Frozen Pizza. Born in Chicago, loved by cheeseheads. Available in a freezer aisle near you.
Gabe Neitzel here. Catch Jen, Gabe, and Chewy morning 7 to 9 on 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
The 10 o'clock hour of Wilde Tausch. I was clearly in a really good mood. Like, I'm in a great mood.
Yeah, you're in a really good mood.
Yeah, well, now
Training Camp Eve.
Now I'm being, on the private talk and text line, my spy skills are being disparaged.
Well, you can't keep a secret, dude. How are you going to be a spy? How are you going to be a spy? You can't keep a secret.
You're a self-admitted bad secret keeper.
You legit, I always have to tread
two
carefully
separate
with
skills, by the way.
No, they're not. They're not.
They absolutely are.
Spies do.
No, they're not, dude. They're not
gather
acrobats.
information. I get people to tell me things they don't necessarily want to tell me. I am adept at the human condition. I get people to open up. I can get information for you. And I don't have to keep it a secret. Then I take it to whoever commissioned me to be a spy, and I tell them the information I got. I think I'm a much better spy than you think I am.
You could not. The problem you're going to have is the one thing that you have going for you is you don't leave your basement. So maybe I'm mistaken this because you love to talk. And you get around your kids' parents, and you're like, Jordan loved this, and I heard this. I talked to Brian Gutekunst. And you can't shut your mouth. That's your weakness as a spy. So, yes, you are adept at getting info. You grease people up, you get them comfortable, and then you go in for the kill. And then you put it on Channel 3000, and you put it on Scalzo and Brust, and you do all that. And then you come on here, and you're kind of like,
it's been gone for 2 years.
This is what you do, but you could not. Like, you're telling me you go out and do this great espionage campaign. You can't tell your wife. You can't tell your kids. You can't not do that.
But I'm telling the people I'm spying for, so I'm at least telling someone.
But you can't tell your family.
I don't have to keep it to myself.
You would not be able to say, Paula, hey, I got to go to Kuwait. I got to go to Kuwait for 3 days.
I'm not joining the CIA. I'm going to Quick
When
Trip
you think spy, you think CIA. What the hell are you talking about?
When you think spy, you think James Bond. That's number one on spy. He's not CIA.
Being a spy isn't going into Quick Trip and seeing if somebody says see you next time. That ain't espionage. I'm sorry to tell you that.
That's what generated this conversation.
It did. So you bring up a good point because you would be good at the collecting. You would be god-awful at the keeping it in-house and keeping it tight. Oh, this is classified.
To take the reservation.
Oh, but I saw
you don't know how to
I saw Charlie Shortino down there, and I was telling him about it. Like, that's just I don't fully understand where you're going to go on that.
It's a fair critique, but again, I think I can I think I can get the information, and whoever I'm spying for, I get to tell them what the information is, so I don't have to keep it a secret from my employer, from the CIA, the KTA, the Quick Trip Association.
I've got a text here from Ray and Mequon on the Carbless ESPN
Is it going to change my mood?
Line. Jason, you already slipped up being a spy by telling people you're a spy.
Well,
so
I'm not a spy yet.
You would be bad at not telling the person you're talking to, I'm a spy, but you might still get them to confess to something because of your people skills.
You literally did an undercover operation during COVID and got a kid cut from the squad because you told on him not having a mask on when he went to order his sub. So your spy skills, you're going to get people killed as a spy. Because you got the big yapper.
I did not tell on him.
You did.
No,
you came on our show and said something, and then 2 days later, after the kid gets cut, you're like, "Oh yeah, it was him." That's what happened. Like verbatim.
But someone ran into him at like a sub shop, took a picture, posted it on social media. I didn't take the picture of him.
No. You cover the team. You didn't even know who it was. You had to go and look on your phone.
I did.
So there ain't gonna be some random fan snapping a photo,
with any
putting
of these
it out.
people. We were on lockdown.
Whatever. Yeah. I'm giving you. Espionage, you would do really well in the collecting. You're going to get a lot of people killed, unfortunately, as a spy.
I'm not interested.
No, you are.
I'm not interested in state secrets espionage.
All right, what kind of spy work do you want to do?
I'm more interested
what
in
kind of espionage are you interested in?
In like secret shopper
spy LinkedIn
style spying. Like I go in and I test out here's another example at Quick Trip. I went to a different Quick Trip, and Sydney and I were there again after one of her practices, and we floated our idea to the manager about, hey, you got all these great dunkers. Why don't you have a pack of 6? Now that you've got 6 flavors, that's the variety pack. And she explained to us that if you get 6, one of each, out of the self-serve area and put them all in one box, you still pay the box price. So you are creating your own variety pack.
What does this have to do with being a spy?
Yeah, what is this?
Because
if I'm
a secret
Seems entrepreneurial.
Shopper, I don't want to be a spy, period. Finn, as Tausch likes to say. But as a secret shopper, going into Kohl's and making sure that I'm treated properly.
That is not being a spy.
That's not bring us the spy concept.
Yes, you did.
No.
You came back saying,
Josh
Jason,
did.
You came back from break saying, you guys are ruining my mood because we said you'd suck as a spy. That's literally why we are having this conversation. And now you're saying you want to go in to home improvement stores and to gas stations, and you just want to give ideas. That's not being a spy.
I want to see how they're and here's the good news. Every time I go into Associated Bank, if I was a secret customer, I would come out saying, "Boy, the customer service there is great. They've got early pay, they've got credit monitoring, they've got everything I want from they protect you in case of fraud, and they've got really friendly people because it's not branches that make a bank local. It's their roots, and their roots are in Wisconsin. And that's why Associated Bank is our bank. I don't have to be a spy there. I could just be me. Although they do still ask for ID because most of the girls that are working at the desk don't know who I am yet. Be that as it may, they are the best, and you should check them out. AssociatedBank.com. David Verona, I think Jason is more corporate snitch than a spy.
Yep. That's exactly what it is.
Again.
I just hope you don't get this poor cat fired from Quick Trip.
I did not.
That's what I'm hoping.
I purposely.
Probably
I don't
do
want,
the math and figure out which Quick Trip you went to.
I don't know. We got a lot of Quick Trips in Green Bay. Like there's 3 in one small area at the end of Oneida
I don't think you're
Street.
that. I think you have a pretty set course of action.
I feel very confident that I will not get this person dismissed from their job. I did not give
one right by the stadium.
I did not give the location.
The one by the stadium?
No, I didn't give the location.
I hope it's not the one by the stadium. Right?
Now you're being a spy? Trying to trick me?
It's one of my favorite quick trips.
I'm not going to be a spy, but I'm also not going to get upset if you tell me I'm not a good spy. Like that is so classic Wilde right there, Jesse. I didn't say I was going to be a... Well, that's literally why we're having this conversation. And now you went from being an espionage spy to basically wanting to be an undercover boss. You want to be undercover boss is what you want to be.
Yeah. All right. I'll say that. But I want to help the team. I don't want to get anybody fired. And Josh said, maybe Jason's a spy. And you responded with, he'd be a terrible spy. That's what happened here.
Because you would be. You'd be god-awful at it. You know that.
Which of us would be the best spy?
Great question.
If I was smaller,
Riley
I think I'd
Yauk.
be a good spy.
Oh, us three. Hunter would be the best spy.
Ooh, why do you say that? I'm intrigued by that answer.
He can blend in. He's sneaky. He's good. He can. Yeah. I think I'd be a pretty good spy.
You realize the reason why
say you think you'd be a great spy.
That was why there was silence there, because we were just waiting for you to announce that you thought you were the best.
I'm not going to sit here because I think Jesse wants us to glaze him and say, "Oh, you're going to be a great spy, Jesse."
What makes you think you'd be a great spy?
I think I could. I would be so obviously the spy that no one would think that I was, and that would help me out. I'd actually be a good distraction for the spy, come to think of it.
So you wouldn't be a good spy.
Yeah. If Jason and I would be a good spy team. If I was the distraction,
take one drop
this sounds like a sitcom that'd get canceled on CBS pretty quickly. You and Wilde as a spy. Hey, imagine that. Put that up on
like
Netflix.
Us.
That's going to go. That's
the sequel of Aykroyd and Chase.
Nightly at 10:35, replacing the Late Show next May.
Oh my God!
All right. Well, we may be bad spies.
I can't think of a worse spy show than you two being spies. I can't.
They'll put it on after Dallas. More Wilde Tausch straight ahead. Stick around.
Wilde and Tausch continues next on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance. If you didn't know already,
his upside is the best pitcher you've ever seen.
It's not just the confidence, it's the command.
A 97-mile-an-hour slider doesn't make sense. What world are we living in where that's a pitch?
Now you do.
And he got him looking with a slider. Jacob Mizorowski, his 8th strikeout of this game.
The Miz is taking over Milwaukee. Stay up to date on all your Brewers talk right here. 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, or ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
It's always a beautiful experience coming out to the ballpark. Many fans prep in the parking lot amongst our legendary tailgaters. When you're ready for new windows and doors, prep for those at the Pella Experience Center in Brookfield. See, feel, open, close, and compare dozens of window and door options from different Pella lines side by side. And if you order by July 31st, get 0% interest for up to 5 years on Blue Mountain Road, or visit PellaWI.com today.
Hey, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. Build a customized renter's policy with American Family Insurance so you can protect your tandem bike on the go. Thief! Oh, he is struggling with that two-seater. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Some exclusions may apply. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Is that knee, hip, or shoulder pain not getting any better? Maybe you're stuck in a cycle of steroid shots and now talking about surgery. Well, before you head down that road, you need to check out my friends at QC Kinetics. Hey, it's Brad Nortman, and I've got to tell you about how QC Kinetics is revolutionizing medicine with their regenerative and cellular treatments. Using their advanced cellular therapy, QC Kinetics is helping your body heal itself. And don't just take my word for it. The results from their patients is off the charts. 90 92% of patients report satisfaction with their results. In fact, most people that come in for their free consultation ask if they can just start right away. It doesn't cost a thing for that second opinion with QC Kinetics. You owe it to yourself to live a pain-free life, and you owe it to yourself to check out QC Kinetics. The results could be life-changing. Call QC Kinetics today at 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Ben Bruss talking about our friends at Road America, America's national park of speed. Get out of your house this summer and go to Road America, located conveniently between Green Bay and Milwaukee and Elkhart Lake. Come see a race at the legendary 4-mile, 14-turn road circuit that has hosted some of the best races since 1955. Grid Life is up next July 23rd through the 25th. Camp on site all weekend and enjoy free admission for kids 16 and under with a paying adult at the gate. Come for the experience and stay for the race. Get your tickets at roadamerica.com.
Forget average. At Exterior Pros, they bring the heat. They're not here to meet standards. They're here to smash them. From the first swing of the hammer to the final reveal, they're leveling up your home with every window, every shingle, and every single detail. This isn't just a remodel. It's a glow up for your house. Built tough, built beautiful, built to turn heads. Want in? Let's go. Lock in your project now and save $3,000. Exterior Pros, where bold meets built. Trust the pros and visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274.
Hey, Wisconsin, it's Mark Tauscher, and UW Credit Union and I love all things Wisconsin, especially the Wisconsin State Fair. And now, UW Credit Union's helping you enjoy it for free. Just open a new rewards checking account at any UW Credit Union branch in the Milwaukee area by August 1st, and you'll get a free 4-pack of Wisconsin State Fair tickets. For details, visit a Milwaukee area UW Credit Union branch or go online to uwcu.org/State Fair. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms apply.
This is Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN, sponsored by American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
He's got a Chevrolet that don't always run, and the radio never turns down. He's got a pedigree that's no good for nothing, no commas in his bank account. But there's a girl at the hole in the wall where he plays.
So Tausch would be the best spy of the three of us?
No, I wouldn't be, because you have to be able to blend. I'm not a blend guy.
No, you're not a blender.
So I think from a mentality standpoint, I would be, because I can keep a secret. I'm not overly sherry, and I think I could garner information pretty good, but I stick out like a sore thumb, and you have to blend as a spy, and that's just not – I'm not a blender, so
It's
nope,
true.
not gonna work.
Clement Brownsville just texted in, our spy show, Jason's always in his basement and I'm always on vacation. We're never actually getting any spy work done.
This is very fair. It's a fair critique. So is there someone on our team? Like you said, Hunter.
I mean, Brust would be a worse spy than all of us.
Well, that's true. Especially now that Scalzo and Brust is a show again.
Apparently. Brad Nortman might be a good spy.
Yeah, Norty'd be a good spy. He'd be a good spy.
I think Chris Larson.
Actually, you know what? Hamilton would be a good spy. He's always, spies.
he
You have to
wouldn't.
be international. No, he would be. He's
got
a
the cover
curler.
story of being a curler.
You got all these cover stories. Always hear people want to talk to him. He can get into maybe embassies of different countries. I actually think Hamilton could be a really good spy.
All right. Well, you and Hamilton have something else in common as well. You both have a passion for Coors Light. And then we're going to get back to football instead of spy work because training camp starts tomorrow.
No, I didn't bring it up. You did. You did bring up Coors Light, and Coors Light, whether you're tailgating, enjoying your experience during the game, celebrating a big win after the game, a big fish. If you just caught a big fish, you know it goes great. Cracking open a Rocky Mountain cold Coors Light, brewed with that 3-step cold process, cold lager, cold filtered, and it's cold packaged, so it is made to chill. Only 102 calories, Coors Light. Again, you need something to chill. You need to chill out a little bit. grab yourself a Coors Light. Celebrate responsibly, Coors Brewing Company. Golden, Colorado.
All right, so it's been a while.
It's been a while. Since I was
I'm sorry, what's the next line?
I don't know all the lyrics.
Is that a Sabrina Carpenter song? It's been a while since Jesse offended the YouTube dwellers. It's been even longer since he offended this group of people that work at ESPN. I'll tell you who it is and what they've conjured up for us to talk about next. It's Wilde Tausch.
Wilde Tausch is presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Summer is here, and your taste buds deserve the best. Carbless is perfect for the pool, the lake, or hanging out by the fire. Full of flavor with 0 sugars, only 100 calories, and made with premium spirits. Don't just settle for something overly carbonated and those flavorless seltzers. Carbless has full flavor with every sip, not just a hint. So when you're ready to take a drink and ready to chill, Carbless is clean, crisp, and won't leave you feeling bloated. Find your bliss today at drinkcarbless.com.
The Bog in Saukville is Ozaki County's best golf experience. 18 championship holes designed by legendary golfer Arnold Palmer cater to golfers of all skill levels. Settled amongst over 250 acres of beautiful private land, the Bog offers a truly unforgettable golf experience. Play the finest greens of Wisconsin, and after your round, have a signature cocktail while enjoying our Friday fish fry from the clubhouse overlooking the 18th green. It's time to golf, Wisconsin. It's time to enjoy the Bog.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here with an offer for a bath or shower remodel from Kohler Services. Family owned for 150 years, Kohler is your Wisconsin manufacturer providing care for life. And this month only, get $1,000 off your Lugstone shower remodel and no interest financing for 12 months. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote with fast professional installation always included. That's KohlerServicesWI.com.
Here in Wisconsin, one name is synonymous with fantastic frozen pizza, Palermo's. For almost 60 years, Palermo's has focused on feeding Wisconsin families. And though Palermo's has grown a lot since 1964, they're still family-owned. They're still proud to call Milwaukee home. And they're still committed to making the best frozen pizza possible. From their new and improved rising crust pizzas to their guilt-free Primo thin pies, Palermo's has a delicious slice for every appetite. Find Palermo's in your local grocer's freezer food aisle. Palermo's. Flavor is our family's business.
This is Kevin Moret for Mentality. Man, you're being robbed of your potential. Research shows a shocking 1% annual decline in testosterone levels. That's why building muscle feels impossible and your confidence is at an all-time low. But here's the truth. You're not alone in this uphill battle. Mentality's physician-directed, FDA-approved treatment doesn't just level the playing field, it restores your body's powerful balance. Our patients experience a documented 30% increase in their testosterone levels. Stop struggling and turn this around. Defy the odds and reclaim your masculine edge at mentalityhealth.com/radio.
At Citizens Bank, community banking is you, growing your business with a partner who gets it. It's you, buying your first home with a lender who makes it easy. It's you, building a future with savings that work just as hard as you. And it's us, working together to strengthen our community. Because at Citizens Bank, community banking means you plus us. Visit us at citizensbankwi.bank. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and equal housing lender.
For over 50 years, Cousin Subs has celebrated and embraced the traditions of their home state of Wisconsin. And now, Cousins will be honoring a Wisconsin tradition like no other with their pull tab giveaway promo. Now through July 6th, while supplies last, guests will receive a Cousins pull tab with a sub or sub-inable purchase for a chance to win Cousin Subs for a year and much more. For additional info and official rules, visit cousinsubs.com/pull tabs. One pull tab per customer per transaction per day. To receive a pull tab with no purchase necessary, see official rules.
I had nightmares at my birth mom's house. It was really scary living there. There were always drugs in the house. The police came, and that's when I was placed into foster care. Right now in the U.S., more than 100,000 children, like Ariana, are waiting for a family. Once I was adopted, I definitely felt safe. Help the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption find permanent homes for children in foster care. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
You're listening to Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
So, Jesse, I teased this. I don't know why. I feel like you would get along with these guys. Like, if you ever hung out with Mike Clay and Seth Walder and Aaron Schatz, I feel like they'd be your kind of guys. But instead, you derisively call them at every opportunity ESPN's NFL analytics nerds.
Yeah, it's not an insult.
So you believe both YouTube dweller and analytics nerd are terms of endearment?
Dweller started as an insult and has now become an embraced term for our loyal fans.
I don't think they embrace it.
Oh,
they still think they find it offensive.
They should. If they don't, they should.
You don't get to tell them what they should and should not embrace.
I do. That's our relationship.
I actually appreciate how Jesse tells and then lets them know. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Tausch. You like the geeks, nerds, like that used to carry a very negative connotation. I don't think that's the case anymore. That's embraced.
Nerds rule the world.
Right.
What are you talking about? Nerds rule the world.
Exactly.
Man.
So
the only time you don't want to be a nerd is high school. Everything else, you want to be a nerd.
The analytics nerds at ESPN.com assembled their rankings of the rosters of the National Football League. That's not a insult to them. That means they're looking at the data. They're not, it's not Chris Canty and Mike Tannenbaum where they're using their life experience where they were in the front office and whatnot. This is a different method of
How many nerds are
analyzing.
unemployed? How many nerds in the world are unemployed?
We're not discussing nerd.
No, I'm asking.
Employability. The term, when you call someone a nerd, are you saying
it as praise? If you're a nerd from 16 to 25, it's negative. 25 plus, I don't think anybody minds being a nerd because it means I'm uber successful.
It means
I'm
you
probably
made it.
smarter than you, and I'm going to be hiring your cool, jock, preppy, blank and blank.
You really finished strong there.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Well, I didn't want to swear, so I didn't.
You definitely didn't. All right, what did the analytics people at ESPN come up with for us, Jesse?
We have the power rankings of every NFL roster as we get set for training camp 2025. How do you want to? You want to just guess where the Tausch? How do you want to play this one? You want to guess where the Packers are?
I'll guess where the Packers are.
Okay.
And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if I'm going to be close. Like, if we're doing a Twitter poll, I feel like I'm going to always be within 10 points. There'll be some exceptions to that rule, but not a ton. I don't think they're going to be top 5. I don't think they're going to be bottom 5. But they could literally be somewhere between 8 and 20, and I'm not going to be shocked. So I'm going to go right in the middle of it. I'm going to say they're 15th.
Checking in at number 15, according to ESPN's NFL analytics nerds, the Chicago Bears, number 15.
All right, well, Green Bay's got to be 12 or 13.
Number 12, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 13, the Houston Texans.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
So are they 14 or are they higher than all these?
Did those nerds put us behind the Chicago Bears? 16.
16, the Los Angeles Chargers. Kind of like the way we're playing this game.
I don't think I can go higher than they can't. Are they in the top 10?
You mean lower? Are you going higher or are you going lower?
I'm going 10.
You're really making me scroll a long way in this article because they wrote a lot here too. Number 10, the San Francisco 49ers.
Oh, this means they could be even better. This is like the NBA draft lottery. 8.
Oh, God. Okay, number 8, the Los Angeles Rams.
I think they got the Rams better. I think that they're – I mean, are they putting them higher than 16? 18.
Scrolling.
Is it? You really like the way this is going, huh, Jesse?
Yeah, it was fine. 18 is the Dallas Cowboys.
All right, so Green Bay's got to be – all right, Green Bay's at 7.
I think he's doing it on purpose now, but I'm still having fun. Number 7.
Ask your spy. Espionage Jason. Is he think? Is this? Am I doing this on purpose or not?
7 is the Washington Commanders.
EJ. We got EJ over here.
Codename Jaybird.
So again, for reference, the Washington Commanders are 7. The Rams are 8. The 49ers are 10. Who'd you say 12? The Buccaneers are 12. The Texans are 13.
Jason, help me out here. Am I too low? Let's porridge this thing.
They're 14.
They're not top 5. They're not top 5.
The one team that I think you didn't say was 14. And I'm guessing that's where they 14. Are. No, you did not.
All right, we'll go 14. I thought I went right ahead of the Bears.
Thank God. 14 is the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, I thought I already said that's right before the Bears. That's what I said. No,
you said 12. The Bears were 15. Let's go to the tape. Then you say, well, then they've got to be like, they're not 12 or 13, right? Then he did 12 and 13. We never did 14. And I was like, I bet they're 14 as we kept going. Then we ended up at 18.
Yeah,
then we're up at 7.
I didn't think they were going to be on the other side of the Chargers. And it would have been a shame if they were behind the Bears. So, all right, 14.
14 teams make the playoffs. They've been the 7 seed each of the last 2 years.
Now who's the analytics nerd?
Jason, how good is this roster?
Don't know.
Great insight.
Come on.
You wonder why I don't ask you more questions, huh?
That's not. No, I
Jason, what do you think of the Bears? I don't know.
Believe me, I don't.
I don't know.
All right, so
hey, Jason, how'd that mini camp go? I don't know.
That's not fair. That was the one
just
day
to waste everybody's time.
I said that about.
Can't wait to hear
Jason, what do you think of Jordan Love? I don't know. How do you think Jordan Love's going to do this year? I don't know. We'll have to see.
Let me know when you're done.
We'll have to wait.
Let me know when you're
We'll
done.
have to wait and see.
How do they look at training camp practice? Can't really tell.
Jason, what difference do you think Ed Policy will have in Mark Murphy? I don't know. We'll see. We'll wait and see. Hey, how many wins do you think the Packers will have? I don't know. I could see him being really good, or I could see him not going so good. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Where do you think this receiving core is? I don't know. I don't know. Tell me when you want me to stop, EJ. EJ, let me know when you've had enough. Because I can promise you I can do this all day. So I can keep going.
Let's hear it. Keep it
going. Line. What do you think? Who's going to play center? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do at center. Left tackle's going to be an interesting spot there, right? You got 2 guys battling. What do you think happens? Who wins that spot? I don't know. Not sure what's going to happen over there.
Jason, who's number 9 on your countdown of the most important Packers of 2025?
Well, Jesse, thanks for asking. I actually have 4 players at number 9. I think it's the whole receiving crew. All right, we're good, Jason. We're good.
No more. We're good.
I think we've beaten this. How do you say you can't say beat a dead horse? What's the new thing you had to say?
Feed a fed horse.
That's so
feed a fed horse.
We don't want to feed a fed horse.
Are you being bullied by your teammates? Do you feel like you might need to take legal action? Well, that's not their area of expertise. They're not there to help you if you have injured feelings.
I don't know.
They are there to help you if you've suffered an injury in an accident. One call to make. One call, that's all. 414-276-6666. 414-276-6666. Go to the website, gruber-law.com, to find out more. All right, so all kidding aside, here's why, in my opinion, it is so difficult to figure out just how good the Green Bay Packers are going to be in 2025. I will explain my, I don't know. Next, it's Wilde Tausch.
This is Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance. Good Karma Brands teamed up with a 2021 national champion Wisconsin Badgers women's volleyball program to host the first ever Good Karma Brands volleyball clinic at St. Vincent High School in Milwaukee. The event covered all essential volleyball skills with sessions in hitting, setting, and passing. To wrap up the clinic, campers put the skills they just perfected to the test with a full scrimmage. The event wouldn't have been possible without our sponsors. Thank you to Big Frog Custom T-Shirts, UW Credit Union, and Siding Unlimited for their hard work in making this event possible.
Thinking about buying or building a new home? Start with a mortgage pre-approval from Great Midwest Bank and experience a state of tranquility. At Great Midwest Bank, we offer fast approvals and flexible options with experienced loan officers who understand the local market, because they live here too. Whether you're breaking ground for new construction or buying that dream home just around the corner, we'll guide you every step of the way. Bank with confidence and start your journey at GreatMidwestBank.com. Great Midwest Bank, your simply local equal housing lender.
Mark Tauscher here, and these days I am sleeping better than ever. I am so thankful I met with the great team at Advent to help solve my sleeping problems. The Advent team is so great to work with, and their consultations are very informative. The Advent team listened to my struggles, and rather than forcing a surgery, they helped me find the best solution for a better night's sleep. My family and I are so thankful the solutions from Advent worked. To see how they can help you with snoring, sleep apnea, and nasal breathing problems, go to adventknows.com, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better.
For your next night out, revel in the fusion of artistry and flavor with Sushi at St. Kate, offering guests an elevated experience where freshness and creativity converge in every bite. St. Kate the Arts Hotel introduces an exciting new sushi menu to its culinary repertoire. Indulge in the finest seafood, freshest ingredients, and expert craftsmanship for an inspired and delectable dining journey. Experience the art of sushi at St. Kate and learn more at stkatearts.com.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
Get ready for Germanfest Carnival style. Join us for a weekend filled with food, fun, music, and culture on Milwaukee's beautiful lakefront. Sink your teeth into authentic Spanferkel, brats, pretzels, and sweet German pastries. Bring the whole family to cheer on the tiny racers at the Dachshund Derby. It's a crowd favorite. Tap your toes and raise your stein as you dance and schunkel the live music all weekend long. Catch Vox Club, Juhe aus Tirol, and an incredible lineup of national and local bands. Watch the colorful carnival parade with music, dancers, and costumes you won't want to miss. On Saturday night, don your best costume and join us for the Masquerade Ball at the Miller Stage. Come for the music, the food, the dancing, and the memories waiting to be made. Eat, drink, dance, and make it your tradition at Germanfest. For more information and online tickets, visit Germanfest.com.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
You're listening to Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Take my heart, don't break it. Love me to my bones. All this time I wasted. You were right there all along. You and I stargazing, intertwining souls. We were never strangers.
listening in Madison, you just heard a promo for our Packers coverage in which I say that the Packers have a lot of guys that proved they belong in the NFL, but they haven't proven just how good they are. We've seen flashes from all these guys up and down the roster, from the quarterback to Quay Walker, who we talked about earlier, Edgerrin Cooper. All the wide receivers have had their moments, every single one of them, right? Bo Melton, the 100-yard game in Minnesota. Every single one of them that they have that's played in the NFL already, because Matthew Golden had 2 great performances in the SEC championship game and their first-round playoff game for Texas. But they've got a ton of guys that have all had great moments. Their proven commodities are who? Josh Jacobs, Xavier McKinney, Zack Tom. Like,
Banksy.
Yes and no.
No, he
right?
is.
Elton's proven, just not at his position now.
Correct. That's exactly what I was going for. Thank you, Jesse. Like, he's definitely proven. And I think he's going to be fine. But he still has to prove something. Those 3 corners. Keyshawn Nixon has to prove that he's a CB1. Nate Hobbs has to prove that he's a full-time player.
Physical.
That's what I've heard from me. And Carrington Valentine has to prove he's more than a really good story. Like, what I find fascinating about this season as we're on the cusp of the first practice is that because of the way Goody has built this team, there are so many, I like him, I don't know if I love him. I think he's good, I don't know if he's good. I've seen glimpses of how good he can be. I haven't seen consistently how good he can be. And to me, that makes it a really exciting year, but it's also what leads to, hey, Jason, how good do you think the Packers are going to be? I don't know. Because I don't. Like, if those guys play like we've seen them play, but they do it on a far more consistent basis, all those guys, or at least a significant percentage of them, starting with the quarterback, I can see him in an NFC championship game. If they continue to be guys that show flashes of really good football, but not consistent, really good football, then they're going to be a 9-8, 10-7, 11-6 team that doesn't win the division, makes the playoffs, and then checks out. That's my opinion on this team.
Isn't this pretty much the Bachelor season for the Green Bay Packers?
I don't know what that means.
The TV show The Bachelor. You have Goody as the Goody and Russ are like the Bachelor, where they're handing out roses and rings, and you're sitting there and you're trying to figure out, all right, we're going to keep this guy around, we're going to do this. In order to get the big ring, a la championship, how many of these guys are you going to commit to and they're going to show, and you're going to want to see more, you're going to get it, and you're going to give them rings? How many? Isn't that what this season is going to be about?
I like the analogy. I don't love it because I feel like it's more about giving out roses, because you don't get to give out multiple rings on that show unless it's changed its format.
Why not?
Because you only marry one of them or get engaged with one of them.
For now. Right? Yeah.
This is a radical idea to take the Bachelor to a different direction.
Change it from the Bachelor to the Polygamist.
That's a different show, I'm pretty sure.
It's on TLC, I think. So who do you feel confident in of all these guys that I've just run through? The corners, the wide receivers, the linebackers, the edge rushers. Lucas Van Ness, what is he?
No ring yet. Barely a rose.
Devontae Wyatt.
You kind of committed to him. He is not proven. Nope. He's not proven.
What kind are you give? Let's say you're deciding based on quality of ring as well. Are you giving Rashawn Gary like the biggest diamond you've got? No, right? He's not T.J. Watt. He's not Myles Garrett. Like, I guess you already did give him a ring. Do you wish you hadn't? Are you considering, maybe I shouldn't have betrothed myself to him? Like, that's my issue here is there's just too many guys that I just don't know how good they are yet. And it's different than the way Ted built teams, because at right tackle, we knew you were good. At left tackle, we knew Cliffy was good. We knew Amon Green was really good. Right? Like, we got to those mid-aughts, and we knew who everybody was. And then there were a couple of guys every year that you needed to pop to take you to the level you wanted to get to. Right? Whether that was Jordy coming through late in 10 and 11, or whether that was Greg Jennings in 06, then blossoming in 07 in his second year. James Jones. Like, Josh Sitton and TJ Lang, right? Becoming crucial pieces of that offensive line that wins Super Bowl 45. Like, you had your established guys, and then you needed just a few of them to turn out to be as good as you thought they were. And this team, there's like a dozen guys that you are hoping turn out to be as good as you think they are. It's just a higher percentage.
How many established guys? How many established guys are there? Because your point on this, and I think where we agree, is you have a lot of guys that we think and hope are going to be really good football players. And there's a lot of guys on this team that you believe can be, but who are, and to use a mafia term,
made
who
men.
are the made men?
Great
Who are the made
You're
men?
Right.
Because you do need to have made men in this league. And typically you want those made men to be a pass rusher, a left tackle, a quarterback, a wideout, a corner, and hopefully maybe an inside linebacker. You want to have 6 to 7 blue chippers, made men, however you want to look at it. And I think part of it is the organization is the one that, I don't know how the mafia works. Somebody will have to help me on this. You're an old spy. Maybe you could help me on this. But do you give them a ring? What do you give them that says, all right, they're untouchable? Big contracts. The organization is who makes the men. The men put their work in and they do it, but then there's some ceremony where they're cutting up garlic razor thin, and they're saying, hey, you can't touch this guy. I know he just did something bad, but you can't touch this guy. He's a made man. And this roster, Josh Jacobs a made man, Xavier McKinney's a made man, Jordan Love is a made man. Zack Tom is now a made man. Rashawn Gary's a made man. Kenny Clark, I don't know if he's a made man anymore. He's got to reprove that. These other guys, this is who the Packers' made men are. Are they good enough to be the Kings? Or whatever it is in that world, I don't know. I don't know what that world is.
This analogy has really fallen off in the last minute or so.
How so?
Kings?
Stick with The Bachelor.
Dons, whatever it is. I don't know the mafia world. Specifically,
Lieutenants?
I try not to because it gets you in trouble. But the bottom line is, I think to be a world championship team, you need to have 8 to 10 made men. And then you need to have a bunch of guys that are right there, that are out like in Goodfellas. The dude that's doing the deliveries, he's out there. You need to have those cats. You need to have everybody understanding their role. And the point that you were trying to make, non-mafia style, was how many made men does this team have? That is what you're asking.
If you Google mafia hierarchy, there's a page on FBI.gov that has the organizational flow chart for the mafia.
I don't know. Why are you Googling that?
Because you just asked. You called some of the mid-level people
you understand,
kings.
Kings or dons. Yeah, I don't know what I don't know the term.
Okay.
So what is the term?
So I'm here. The boss.
Since you've already put your business on the street, you might as well just say it.
There's only one way to solve this. Jason needs to infiltrate the mafia
as a spy.
Oh God.
Per
that
the
movie,
FBI.
The Town might be one of the more underrated mafia
That
movies.
is a great movie. That is a great movie.
I think that's just because I think every mafia movie, everybody feels like De Niro and
wait, The Town.
What's his face got to be in there.
No, The Town is.
No, they're not. I know. I'm saying they don't get enough love because I think if you don't have, who are the big mafia stars?
De Niro, Pacino,
Pacino
Pesci.
and Pesci.
Yeah.
If they're not in it, it's kind of viewed as like a second-tier mafia movie. And my point is that movie without those guys.
Mafia movie.
It is though.
No, but it's
it
not. It's the
no, but it is.
It's their Boston bank robbers, and they rob Fenway Park.
Bank robbers robbing Fenway Park.
I don't think you understand crime fans.
All right, only one of us is on FBI.gov. The boss or the Don is at the top of the flow chart. Now, he has an advisor or a counselor that is, he's high, but he's on kind of an offshoot line. That would be the consigliere, who he trusts. Then you've got the underboss. That's the second in command. After that, you've got the capos, C-A-P-O.
I'm nervous. Anybody else nervous when you're saying all these words?
Yes.
No, I'm not.
I have a little bit. I know you're in that world.
I am very much so, yeah.
You understand how that world works. I don't.
They have like little silhouettes of these guys, and they've got like the hats on that like De Niro's got and the Untouchables. Like, I can't believe this is on a government website.
Okay.
So the next line is the capo line, and then after that you've got some soldiers, also known as made men.
Okay.
And then after that you've got associates. They're working their way up.
Yeah, and I think the team, you're looking at it from an NFL standpoint, is who are the made men, and then are your associates big-time producers? And you need some of those, and then you just need some that are just gonna do what's asked, nothing more, nothing less. That's how you balance the team out. And I do think Goody, he's not interested in having a bunch of made men. He wants a lot of associates scrambling and working. And if you're saying, hey, you got to fly here to do this and it's a little risky, he wants guys that are not made men saying, yeah, I'll go do it because I'm ready to do whatever it takes to win a championship.
And become a made man.
And balancing that, and I think your point is there's too many guys at that associate level and not enough made men.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Correct me if I'm misstating what you're saying.
You're not misstating that at all. The Departed is a mafia movie.
And who's in that?
Jack Nicholson.
DiCaprio.
Yeah.
I bet Pesci or one of those guys in it.
No. Alec Baldwin.
None of them? But let's be honest. If you're hearing mafia movie, I'm thinking Goodfellas. I'm thinking Casino. And I'm thinking, what's the big one
you
with
have to
The
think,
Godfather?
Yeah.
I ain't thinking about Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. No offense.
You literally called
I
the
just
town
said that movie is it's a
Ben
great
Affleck.
movie.
You can't,
a mafia movie.
You can't say you're not thinking of that when that's the first one you specifically referenced.
No,
the
I
rest
brought
of us
it up because I thought about it, but it's not Goodfellas or Casino or or whatever.
But if the town had Pesci in it, then we'd have something.
It would be thought of as a mafia movie.
All right.
I think one of the coolest parts of it was when he took that scalpel or that little razor and he's cutting that garlic so thin that it just melts in the pot. That to me, that was cool. No, that was
that
cool.
Damon or Affleck who did that?
I think it was Casey Affleck that did that.
All right. We need to get to the 11 o'clock hour. And we also, speaking of casinos, you are a made man at the Hard Rock Casino Rockford, am I right?
Love the Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Features over 175,000 square feet of gaming and entertainment space, including more than 1,300 slots, 50 live table games, a sports book that you can have a lot of fun at, Jordan Love MVP, pretty big, 25-1. A lot of fun stuff at that sports book. And they got Hard Rock Casino Rockford. It showcases museum-worthy collection of more than 500 pieces of authentic music memorabilia, including items from artists like Prince, Cheap Trick, Eddie Vedder, the Blues Brothers, and Taylor Swift. Oh, my. The Hard Rock Live Entertainment venue, 23,000 square feet of premium concert and event space, more than 1,000 feet of LED screens to enhance the experience for up to 2,000 guests. Hard Rock Casino Rockford, a premier entertainment destination just off of I-90 in Rockford, Illinois.
The 11 o'clock hour of Goodfellas is next. It's Wilde Tausch.
And ESPN Radio Extra Point with Freddie Coleman.
Well, Jerry Jones feels it's necessary to say anything to let everybody know that everything is based on me. Everything has to report to me. Everyone has to report to me. I run this ish. That's basically what he does time and time again. Because don't complain about paying Dak Prescott all that money when he suffered an injury last year. Or that you're worried about that with Micah Parsons. If you don't want to pay guys, then don't pay guys. Exactly. Let them go somewhere else and kick your behind and take names somewhere else. Period. Whether it's Dak Prescott, a quarterback, or CeeDee Lamb, a wide receiver, or Micah Parsons as a defensive end. Once again, Jerry Jones wants to let everybody know that his yardstick is bigger than anybody else's. That's what this comes down to. And for somebody who thinks he has that kind of cachet, which organization has not won a championship since 1996, it's laughable at times. Because you know it's always going to be something that's going to revert back to say, I'm the boss.
It's time. Time for the pro to get everything for the entire job, all from one partner. To get access to over 3 million products, including many products you won't find in our stores. It's time to get delivery on your schedule or next day on over 50,000 products. And time to get dedicated support on the job site or in our stores. From ordering to planning, we've got you. One partner, any job, all in. Ask about all we can now do at the Pro Desk. The Home Depot Pro, it's about time.
Evan Cohen here. Whether you're locking in your home run picks or riding with your favorite golfers this summer, ESPN Bet is your sports book for all the action. Go from checking stats on your favorite teams and players to placing bets in just a few taps. Plus, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with promo code USL to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Hey, this is Homer. You're listening to the home of Marquette basketball. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
The 11 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch begins now. I am on the George Webb menu. We know they have burgers. They could be giving away a lot of them. But on their menu, got to scroll all the way down past the omelets, past the breakfast skillets, past the soup and the chili, past the sides. You get down to the desserts, and they don't have ice cream.
Oh, so we can't see it. That's a shame.
Good to know.
But they could be giving away lots and lots and lots of burgers as your Milwaukee Brewers. I have a shirt somewhere in my closet that says George Webb predicts the Brewers will win 12 straight games this year.
You think they're rooting for 12 straight, or you think they're kind of like, it's great that they got 11, we're getting a lot of free pub, and now we don't have to fire out a bunch of burgers?
I think ideal world, I think they're rooting for 11, because then everyone's talking about them, but they don't actually have to do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I would think that at some point, I think they're fine giving away burgers. It's good.
I think so,
it's good
too.
advertising. It's good promotion. It's good for the community. And how many burgers do they give out? Is it a certain window? Is it a full day?
Yeah, I have the information for you. So it has happened twice since Mr. Webb made the prediction, those many years ago. In 1987, this is from a story on onmilwaukee.com.
What does WEB stand for? Where everyone becomes better? Or what does WEB stand for? W-E-B-B.
Isn't that just a name?
I think it's George's last
I think it's
name.
An acronym. No, I think it's an acronym.
Okay, I'm gonna read the information about the burgers before I fact check the acronym.
An acronym? That would blow my mind.
What does Tausch stand for? Together,
well, it's
all you.
The 12. It's been accomplished twice in team history. 1987, if you remember, that was obviously the 1987 team that won 13 straight games. Did they win to start the season? Dale Swain goes yard after Rob Deere ties it. They end up on the cover of Sports Illustrated. That time, they gave out nearly 170,000 free burgers in the Milwaukee area. In 2018, if you recall, when the Brewers, I believe, if I remember correctly from our conversation yesterday when we were all Brewers during our Schmorgy Monday, they were within one game of a return to the World Series. They won 12 straight games that year as well.
So they finished the regular season winning 8 straight, including Game 163, and then they won 4 in a row to start the playoffs. So that's where they achieved the 12th. So it's only been done once in regular season Brewers history, but including the playoffs, they did 12 in a row in 2018.
But because George, whatever his real last name is, and instead he replaced it with an acronym, Webb.
He's a spy.
Did. CIA, also an acronym. That time they gave out 190,000 burgers in restaurant orders, vouchers for future free burgers. So that's how many times it's happened. Tonight, 8:40 Central for the first pitch across the Brewers radio network, which of course includes 100.5 ESPN Madison and the flagship 620 WTMJ. You know who's on the mound tonight, big fella?
Probably The Miz.
The Miz.
Order your burgers now. Order them ahead of time.
Logan Gilbert for the Mariners. And the Brewers at 60-40 now with the best record in baseball. Are you going to get burgers if they win? Are you in on this?
I'm going to be out of town. How long do you get this opportunity to get a burger?
I don't know what the rules are going to be, Jesse.
What they did in 2018 was they passed out vouchers that you could basically walk in and get your voucher. I don't know if they did them even outside. There were massive lines at many of the George Webb locations. But you got a voucher for a free burger. And then some went in and used it right away. Others saw, wow, this place is crowded. I'm going to come back in a week or in a month or tomorrow, and you can use it whenever you want. So,
well, don't you get nervous about that, though? Can't they photocopy and do all that sort of stuff?
I am sure that George Webb restaurants have a policy in place where it would be very difficult to replicate the burger voucher that they give away. Maybe it's all digital now. Who knows?
Obviously, I think it's cool. It's an awesome promotion. It's only happened twice in the however many years this has been going on. And you're looking at it from, you have the young whippersnapper rolling. This team, I watched some of the game again last night, as it's been the summer of the Brewers for me. Been watching more, listening more. You look at it and you're like, they can't get a hit. They're struggling. Old boy grinds out a great at-bat. And next thing you know, it's bing, 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 4-0. Boom, boom, boom. And they do it with base running. They do it with extending and stealing. There's a little bit of everything with what they're doing. And it's just a really fun team. Like, I hope everybody is enjoying it. And it got me thinking, I don't want to be prisoner of the moment.
Oh, no.
No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not doing it.
We've got such a good thing going here.
It's the best record
Final
in
Four,
the history
baby!
of the Milwaukee
Don't
best?
put the whammy on them. Don't do it.
Is this the best record that the Brewers have had in the history of their team after this many games?
They have never been the best record in baseball at this juncture of the season. 100 games in.
I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to say that it's a team that's on par with that 82 team. I'm not going to say that. But, boy, it's fun. It is fun. It's just I think you can see it, that they have the underdog vibe with the resume of being the best team in baseball as we sit here today. Again, I'm not saying it's the most talented roster. I'm not saying, but results are results. And as the great Brad Childress always said, don't confuse effort with results. This is a cute story. Oh, they're in a little train that could. Choo, 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 choo. Well, that train's getting close to the station, and it's looking dang good. This isn't just some little cute little Willie engine that could type of deal. This is a really good team. And they got the best record in baseball, and we should be enjoying it. And I know I am. That's all. No outlandish statements from me today.
Thank you for your lack of service. I'm here to report.
Jason, how do you think the Brewers are doing this year? I don't know. They're doing okay. Off to a good start, huh?
Some restaurants have to make up cool-sounding names and stories to impress you. Why? Because they didn't have George Webb. George was the real deal. He opened his very first hamburger parlor in 1948 right here in Milwaukee on the corner of Ogden and Van Buren Streets. George, his wife Evelyn, and their 3 sons, Jim, Tom, and Bob, all worked in the restaurant. His vision was simple. Be a friend in the neighborhood.
That little white paper hat that folds in.
By serving good food at fair prices 24 hours a day. When a city ordinance prohibited establishments from being open 24 hours a day, George came up with the perfect workaround. He announced George Webb restaurants will be open 23 hours and 59 minutes and 59 seconds 7 days a week and on Sundays. He hung 2 clocks set 1 minute apart in the restaurant to demonstrate that they were indeed closed and reopened every day in exact compliance with the law. His name was George Webb.
We're eating better burgers?
It is not it's not sonar. It's not an acronym. And if you're curious, because I was, the prediction started in the 1940s when the Milwaukee Brewers were a team in the American Association. So he made that prediction way back then, and it never happened even with those teams until 1987. So
what's the math on an NFL season? If it's 12 straight out of 162, what would you need on a 17-game season to be, let's say a burger joint wanted to do something similar for the G&G? 8 in a row?
Well, they only play 17 games, and we're talking 12 in a row out of 162. So I don't...
Yeah, but it's not just as simple, and this is where, all right, 565, I've given you a long summer.
Oh, we're back.
Yeah,
Nerds.
It's preseason.
Back to work.
It's training camp for the boys. Do the math on the probability, because it's not as simple as just saying, well, 12 divided by 162. Da, 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 da. There's some probability that goes into this, too. I'm guessing it's going to be 8 or 9 wins in the NFL to the 12 wins in baseball, because the probability you play every day, I'm guessing football, it's easier to have a 6 or 7 game win streak than in baseball to have 12. That basically means you're sweeping 4 different teams, 4 3-game sets. football should be. What are we guessing when we put Geriod and Klinkster on this? Is it going to be 7-8, or you think it's going to be 6-7?
I don't know. Let's play some trivia.
Shocking. Hey, do you know this whole thing with the kids?
What did
do
you
your
think
kids
of that
get a
delivery,
huge kick
Jesse?
out of this 6 or 7? Did your kids get a huge kick out of this 6-7? It has become a punchline with our baseball team. I don't fully understand it. I looked at the origins of it up. Something on TikTok with basketball. But if you say 6-7, kids love it. They think it's the funniest thing on earth. You have any idea what I'm talking about?
Nope. I don't know.
Shocker.
I do know it's time for trivia. Jesse,
let's take caller
Tuesday.
6 or 7. 6 or 7.
6. Nice. Kids love us.
Jesse, what's the category? What color do you want?
So a little bit of a twist this week. Packers training camp kicks off tomorrow. We're going to have a busy show up in Green Bay. A lot of moving pieces. Bulaga's hopping on. Jason at practice sharing his insights.
Jason at Goody and LaFleur.
Yeah, there's a press conference. All kinds of fun stuff going on tomorrow. So we're going to have trivia tomorrow, but it's going to be Packers related tomorrow. But tomorrow's Wednesday. So we don't want to deprive Tausch of one of our staples. So today is a special early edition of Wisconsin Geography Wednesday on a Tuesday. And the questions today are courtesy of Up North Joe.
Caller 11 for the 11-game winning streak the Brewers are currently on. Caller 11. 844-770-3776, 844-770-3776. Caller 11, we will play trivia coming up. Now, I don't know how it's going to go. What I do know, better than anything else, is that you and UW Credit Union go well together.
They do, and for every stage of life, UW Credit Union is here for you, proudly serving Wisconsin for over 90 years. They're going to help you reach your financial goals, and whether it's keeping banking local, member first service, or the great perks like early payday, UW Credit Union has it all. But they have Bucky, and how can you not love seeing that pretty little face? If you love Wisconsin like I do, you can't pay with anything else. Fandom will make you do crazy things, but this makes sense. Become a UW Credit Union member. Get your Bucky card like I did. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions do apply.
Trivia's next. It's Wilde Tausch.
This is Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance. If you didn't know already,
his upside is the best pitcher you've ever seen.
It's not just the confidence, it's the command.
A 97-mile-an-hour slider doesn't make sense. What world are we living in where that's a pitch?
Now you do.
And he got him looking with a slider. Jacob Mizorowski, his 8th strikeout of this game.
The Miz is taking over Milwaukee. Stay up to date on all your Brewers talk right here. 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, or ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Forget average. At Exterior Pros, they bring the heat. They're not here to meet standards. They're here to smash them. From the first swing of the hammer to the final reveal, they're leveling up your home with every window, every shingle, and every single detail. This isn't just a remodel. It's a glow-up for your house. Built tough, built beautiful, built to turn heads. Want in? Let's go. Lock in your project now and save $3,000. Exterior Pros, where bold meets built. Trust the pros and visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274.
Home practice is about to begin. Your daughter's new tap shoes? Loud. Your son's new tuba? Louder. But you got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with $50 overdraft grace zone. So if you lose track of expenses buying some noise-canceling and sanity-saving headphones, we've got your back. You got this with $50 overdraft grace zone from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
It's always a beautiful experience coming out to the ballpark. Many fans prep in the parking lot amongst our legendary tailgaters. When you're ready for new windows and doors, prep for those at the Pella Experience Center in Brookfield. See, feel, open, close, and compare dozens of window and door options from different Pella lines side by side. And if you order by July 31st, get 0% interest for up to 5 years on Blue Mountain Road, or visit PellaWI.com today.
Join the Brewers as they celebrate 25 seasons of American Family Field at the game against the Marlins on Friday, July 25th. Be here for the return of Brewers legends like Ryan Braun and Prince Fielder as they'll battle former Brewers in a post-game home run derby. Plus, take advantage of special anniversary promotions like discounted draft beers and brats and 25% off at the Brewers team store. All activities featuring alumni will be free for fans in attendance. Get your seats at Brewers.com.
Get ready for Germanfest, carnival style. Sink your teeth into Spanferkel, cheer on the tiny racers at the Dachshund Derby, and dance the night away with Vox Club, Juhe aus Tirol, and top bands from around the country. Don't miss the colorful parade, and on Saturday night, wear your best costume for the Masquerade Ball at the Miller Stage. Eat, drink, schunkel, and make it your tradition at Germanfest. For more information and online tickets, visit Germanfest.com.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
The Big Slide, barns and barns of animals, and all that food on a stick. State Fair is one of the biggest events of the summer, and we'd like to send you there. Compliments of Discount Liquor. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. Purchase any one case 30-pack cans of Miller High Life or any one 12-pack Leinenkugel craft beer and receive one free State Fair ticket, all while supplies last. But don't delay. Tickets go quickly. And I know you don't want to miss the bacon-wrapped bacon. Visit us today at 51st in Oklahoma and Milwaukee, and on Barstow and Main in downtown Waukesha. Discount Liquor, voted best liquor store in Milwaukee, again! See us this week for your free Wisconsin State Fair ticket.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
And visit us online at discountliquorinc.com.
You're listening to Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and sponsored by American Family Insurance.
Let's make tonight the weekend. I don't wanna wait. I don't wanna wait. I don't wanna wait. Got no reason not to celebrate. Baby, I just don't wanna wait. Tonight's the weekend. I don't wanna wait. I don't wanna wait. I don't wanna wait. Got no reason.
Jesse, are you messing with me?
No, sir.
2 days in a row. Pretty excited about this. Time now for trivia presented by Vortex Golf.
Wilde and Tausch Trivia is brought to you by Vortex Golf. Rangefinders you can bet on.
And for the second consecutive day, it's a first-time contestant. Let's welcome in Jane in Grafton. Jane, good morning. Welcome to Wilde and Tausch. How you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
Awesome. Congratulations on being a first-time contestant. I know you're a long-time listener. What caused the spirit to move you to call today? Or have you been calling all along and just never got in?
Actually, we just, I happened to have the phone in my hand when I was listening to the radio in the car, driving home from golfing.
How'd you play?
How'd you hit him?
So it was just luck.
Yeah.
I feel like I won just by getting through.
Aw.
Oh, it's perfect.
What'd you shoot?
Played
You played 9 holes? Did you stay under 200 like Tausch thinks I can't?
Not really. Yeah, it was probably about 682 for 18 today. Not that bad. It wasn't that bad. Yeah. But it wasn't good.
Hopefully this will be better. Regardless of how good it was, it'll be even better for trivia. It is Wisconsin Geography Wednesday trivia courtesy of Up North. Jane, question number 1 is this. Which Wisconsin city along the Mississippi River is home to Grandad Bluff, which sits approximately 590 feet above the surrounding land and is formed by dolomite and Cambrian sandstone. Is that city Eau Claire, La Crosse, or Dubuque? I agree with Tausch. Wisconsin should annex it.
I think it has to be La Crosse.
It does have to be La Crosse, and it is
I would
La Crosse. Question 2 is this. Which Wisconsin state park is located at the confluence of the Trempealeau and Mississippi rivers and is named after a 17th century fur trader and explorer?
Oh, jeez.
Is it Perot or Perrot? I'm not familiar. Pattison or Devil's Lake?
I'll go with the first one you couldn't pronounce. Perot?
Tausch?
Say Devil's Lake.
Is named after a fur trader? Johnny Devil. God, was he a good fur trader? No. Perot. I was thinking French. Fur trader. Jane, well done. 2 for 2.
There were enough clues there. Kinda.
Lucky guess.
Devil's Lake.
Yeah.
Question 3.
I like Devil's Lake. Beautiful.
I like it too.
Question 3. Latitudinally, which of these state parks is located farthest south? Farthest south. And up north, Joe, not doing me a whole lot of pronunciation favors. Is it Wyalusing State Park? Wyalusing?
That's how I've heard it.
Interstate State Park.
That's how I've heard that one.
Devil's Lake's not an option. Wyalusing State Park, Interstate State Park, or High Cliff State Park. Latitudinally, which of these state parks is located farthest south?
I will guess Wyalusa.
We will accept it because it is correct.
A three-piece nug.
Shane, what a debut. 3 for 3. You've got 4 entries. I told you it was going to be better than your golf score today.
Awesome.
Well done.
It was today, that's for sure. Great, thank you.
Jane, we appreciate your loyalty to the show. Now, are you the same? You can't be the same Jane that's in the YouTube comments if you're out golfing, right?
Yeah, I'm golfing. I don't have my phone on.
So Jane of YouTube fame, Jane of golf fame.
I'm Jane with a Y.
Yeah, so is she.
We've got another with multiple Janes.
Okay.
We're
Double
so
Jane.
popular.
All right.
It's
It's
like
my
Ruth.
doppelganger.
All right, Jane, congratulations. Good luck in the drawing on Friday. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
2 Janes, am I right?
Jane says she's through with Romeo or whatever that song is. All right, that is Wilde Tausch trivia.
Isn't there an addiction? Jane's Addiction, too? Isn't that one?
Jane's Addiction, that is a band. Some might say both
Jane
Janes
says,
addicted to Wilde.
Is that her song? Jane? Is it Jane says? Da-da-da-da-do? Is that a Jane's Addiction song?
I don't think so.
Funny. What is that song? Jeez, cough much? Jane says.
Says the guy who never uses his cough button. No, that is
I don't
Jane.
have a cough button. I do this.
Yeah, we know.
We're aware.
I don't
that is Jane's Addiction.
Okay.
The song is called Jane Says. The band is Jane's Addiction.
That used to be one of the old staples back in my bouncing days. That and Can You Steal My Sunshine by L.E.N. And then, of course, Closing Time. Those are kind of your staples.
You don't have to go
Sweet
home.
Caroline. We had a good little playlist back in the day.
If I may, Could you tell us about Quick Trip again?
I certainly can. I love Quick Trip. Y'all know I love Quick Trip. And get ready to climb. Gear up for the Quick Trip Mountain Dew Quick Climb. Every sip gets you closer to the summit. Now through August 17th, play every day for free in the Quick Rewards app, and you can win your chance for the top prize of $250,000. They also have unbelievable deals going on right now. The Quick White bread, 99 cents per loaf. Nature's Touch ice cream. Buy 1 pint for $3.99, and boop, you get another one for free. Kitchen Cravings bacon wrapped pork loins for $5. You know what? Life is busy, and Quick Trip gets it. Quick Trip is your one-stop for variety and quality and fast service, gas and free air for your tires, clean bathrooms. Quick Trip's got you covered. Quick Trip.
Have a nice night.
Good night, and we'll see you next time.
Well, Nelly is next. It's Wilde Tausch.
Wilde Tausch is presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
With 18 unforgettable holes on 250 acres of natural private land, the Bog provides the ultimate golf experience. To book your next tee time, call 262-284-7075 or visit golfthebog.com. Enjoy golf. Enjoy the Bog.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
It was a doubleheader in August and really hot inside the concession stand. So instead of waiting for people to come to me, I figured I'd walk around yelling, "Hot dogs here!" And that's how I became the first hot dog vendor in sports.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, not available in all states.
All right, Takis fans. Wendy's knows you love your Takis Fuego chips. So we thought, why not make a Takis Fuego meal with a Takis Fuego chicken sandwich with spicy chicken topped with crushed Takis Fuego chips and creamy corn spread. Plus, it comes with Fuego fries inspired by Takis and a bag of Takis Fuego chips. If we had any more heat, we might start an actual... I told him this would happen. For an intense new take on Takis chips, gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's. Includes 1 ounce Takis Fuego chips while supplies last. Takis and Fuego trademarks are used under license.
What we love about our ability to help patients at QC Kinetics is seeing their pure delight at finally being able to do the things they enjoy without pain.
I had a patient start treatment with me. He wanted to be able to be active again and do some of his sports that he really enjoyed.
Dr. Ashley Caravelli, Milwaukee's medical director for QC Kinetics, treats patients with chronic joint pain using their body's own biologics. The goal? Get them back to living their best lives without surgery or harmful drugs.
He came back and he goes, what I wasn't expecting was the ability to play on the floor with my grandchildren. Even just saying it now, I have goosebumps because it's changing those small moments that you take for granted.
Don't let joint pain rob you of those moments. See if you're a candidate for QC Kinetics regenerative treatments.
It just warms my heart to be able to help people live the life they want to live and get those small moments back.
Call QC Kinetics, 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474.
Best Marquette games ever brought to you by Saganiac Planning. The best regular season win ever. Marquette beat the #1 team in the country and the defending national champion. Villanova was both in January of 2017. Marquette won 74-72, though trailed by 17 and needed a 19-4 run at the end of the game. Caden Reinhardt, game-winning 2 free throws, 11 seconds left. Oh, baby, you bet the fans ran on the court. Should be required when you beat the current #1 and the defending national champ on the same night. If you're a company owner offering medical insurance for your employees, you may be sick and tired of the constant increase in rates or change in benefits. Now's the time to take a look at a different type of plan. At Saganiac Planning, it's called level funding, an opportunity to keep premiums low and possibly receive a return of your premiums. For more on level funding, call Steve Llewellyn, 262-783-6161. Saganiac Planning, a name synonymous with employee benefits and top-notch service.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman, here to tell you about my friends at Bank 5-9. Everywhere I go throughout the area, I see Bank 5-9, and it's no wonder why. Not only do they have 14 branch locations, but their employees spend nearly 9,000 hours each year volunteering in the communities that they serve. That's on top of the financial support that they provide to several hundred nonprofits right here in southeastern Wisconsin. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check them out today at bank59.com. Member FDIC.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind.
Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
This is Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN, sponsored by American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Before we get to Whoa Nelly, so I don't know what our guy Jared, also known as Geriad, Frenchie, our correspondent in Canton, Ohio, I don't know what his paying job is, but for us, he's got a lot of unpaid roles.
He does. He does.
565 Analytics Collective, obviously. He tried to be a ticket broker. Which did not work out so well. And he's also kind of the he kind of runs the YouTube comments on the ESPN Madison. He's like the house fellow from the dorms, basically.
He's the mayor of Dwellersville.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
it's
is Klinkster with him on the ESPN Madison, or is Klinkster on Milwaukee?
No, he goes into Madison too, but he's not nearly as active. Jerry Odd, currently with the number 2 crown.
Who's number 1?
Not that we're keeping score.
I don't like this at all. It's obnoxious, in my opinion. But he believes.
You bring it up all the time.
Because you're the only one that says anything about it.
Nobody would know about that unless you said it. I wouldn't. They don't let me in on my subscription.
It's because you're not subscribed. But Jane in the YouTube comments, who is absent today, again, I don't want to be a spy.
Wow.
Spells Jane with a Y. Jane, who was our contestant, spells Jane with a Y. She's not in the YouTube. Now, again, I do not work for the CIA, the FBI, or the WEBB, since they're all acronyms. I don't know if it's the same or we have multiple Jane fans. But we're happy for whoever Jane was, that she got all 3 right. Time now for Whoa Nelly.
If the topic is good, the guys discuss.
Just the other morning I had breakfast at Tracy Rocker's house. His mama brought out 15 flapjacks. He said, Mama, take back 5 of them flapjacks. I gotta stay hungry for the Crimson Tide.
But if it's not, the show must go on. It's time for
Whoa Nelly
on Wilde Tausch.
Watching the red-hot Milwaukee Brewers take on the Seattle Mariners last night, I think I came to the conclusion, I know they had Griffey and they had A-Rod for a short period of time, but I feel like for me as a baseball fan in the Midwest and being the age that I am, the Seattle Mariners are the Sacramento Kings of Major League Baseball.
No.
The Jacksonville Jaguars of Major League Baseball.
No.
I think they're the most irrelevant or forgotten baseball team. They're never bad enough.
Big dumper.
They're never bad enough. They're never good enough. They're not really relevant on the national stage for me as a baseball fan in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
No, big dumper.
Okay. Then who is? If it's not Seattle, who is the... Do we agree the Sacramento Kings are the forgotten team of the NBA?
They'd be one of them. Sure.
You realize, like, the
Cincinnati Reds. I would say the Cincinnati Reds.
The Mariners had Ken Griffey Jr. They had Randy Johnson.
The Reds had Griffey
Ichiro.
Jr. In fairness, the Reds had Griffey.
Ichiro. Big dumper.
Like, I don't understand how you can possibly...
Felix Hernandez, one of the great pitchers in the era.
Yeah, every team has had...
Lou Piniella.
I mean, every team has had fine players that have come through, Hall of Fame players that have come through, sure. That's not the point. The point is a team that is never good enough to be in the postseason conversation, or that you care about what they're doing nationally.
I'd say the Pirates.
Yeah,
Pirates have been relevant since Barry Bonds left town.
Again, that's where, just the national fan in Iowa, sure, but because we're Brewers fans, or some of us are, we play the Pirates all the time, so the Pirates are relevant. The Reds are relevant. They're division foes that we play multiple series a year. The Mariners, up until 2 years ago, we played them once every 3 years, once every 6 years in Milwaukee. That's changed now since they balanced the scheduling, so we see them a little bit more, but they're they play late at night. It always feels like when we go to Seattle, we're playing during the week, like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like
the
this.
LA Angels of Anaheim.
Yeah.
They had Trout and Ohtani for a handful of years.
They don't anymore. They only got Trout, and he's always hurt. Mike Trout for Freddie Peralta. Are we taking that deal?
Stop trading Freddie Peralta for top 5 players in baseball.
Only if we can get Acuna, too.
Oh, and by the way, hey, just so you guys know, I took a lot of heat yesterday for that Acuna take. And I understand. I just saw a promo for the Braves. They're playing somebody on ESPN. Who do you think they had up in the box? Like, they did a little promo pics?
Dale Murphy.
No. I'm going to give you a hint.
Acuna.
It wasn't Albie. It wasn't, it was Albies. Some Albies.
Ozzie
it wasn't
Albies.
Acuna. So you're telling me you're going to put him in the same category as Aaron Blankenjudge and Shohei Ohtani, and the ESPN crew's not even promoting him on a Wednesday night baseball game? Come on now.
Are the
Albies.
Are the Royals more relevant than the Seattle Mariners?
Yeah,
Not anymore. They won a championship.
They were in back-to-back World Series in 14 and 15, and the Brewers had a lot, like Ned Yost was the manager there.
The Rockies?
Lorenzo Cain. Yeah, the Rockies. They're historically bad this year, at least, though, where it's like they're laughably relevant.
So they've got that going for them.
Yeah, like the White
nice.
Sox, the Rockies, the Oakland A's, Sacramento, Vegas. Like, they're awful relevant. Seattle's neither of those things.
You're comparing a team to Sacramento, and there's a team that actually is playing in the smallest stadium in the history of Major League Baseball in Sacramento. But you're going to say the Mariners are more Sacramento than the actual Sacramento A's.
They made a movie about the A's. Jason's favorite movie.
I heard about that.
It's one of my favorites, yeah.
How
can you not be romantic about Whoa Nelly? All right, I think we're done here. We need to wrap things up. We'll do that next. It's Wilde Tausch.
Wilde Tausch continues next on 94.5 ESPN, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and sponsored by American Family Insurance. Good Karma Brands teamed up with a 2021 national champion Wisconsin Badgers women's volleyball program to host the first ever Good Karma Brands volleyball clinic at St. Vincent High School in Milwaukee. The event covered all essential volleyball skills with sessions in hitting, setting, and passing. To wrap up the clinic, campers put the skills they just perfected to the test with a full scrimmage. The event wouldn't have been possible without our sponsors. Thank you to Big Frog Custom T-Shirts, UW Credit Union, and Siding Unlimited for their hard work in making this event possible.
Ready to escape to a resort that has it all? The Island Resort and Casino is your total thrill getaway, where championship golf, a luxury spa, world-class gaming, and epic entertainment come together. Tee it up at Sweetgrass and Sage Run. Unwind at the Drift Spa. Dine, play, win, repeat. Go all in on an unforgettable getaway. Book your total experience today at islandresortandcasino.com.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. American Family Insurance can help protect your dream home for whatever comes next. You can live in your own oasis or your own clubhouse. Whatever you choose, get the right coverage. Save up to 23% by bundling home and auto. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
This summer, make 3rd Street Market Hall your one-stop, must-stop destination to eat, drink, and play. 3rd Street Market Hall has over 15 locally owned food vendors, a self-serve beer wall featuring 30 Wisconsin breweries, over 50 HD TVs, and happy hour specials all week. The perfect place to work remotely or catch a game between meetings or over lunch? 3rd Street Market Hall is your home away from home or office. Visit 3rdstreetmarkethall.com for menus, events, and more information.
Discover Proof Pizza at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. In the heart of Milwaukee's Theater District, this modern pizzeria delivers Neapolitan-style pies, a bold grill menu, and old-school hospitality in a sleek, art-inspired setting. Whether you're craving a quick lunch or a relaxed evening bite, Proof Pizza is your go-to downtown destination. Dine in, unwind, and savor flavor that hits just right. And here's a tip. If you mention Jen Latta, you'll receive 10% off your order. Learn more at stkatearts.com.
It's time for the Milwaukee Baseball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by National Liquor Mart. Packed with the best beer, liquor, seltzer, and spirits deals in town. Located at 16th and National in Milwaukee. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, where your satisfaction is their plan of action.
The Brewers picked up right where they left off before the All-Star break as they completed a sweep of the defending World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers. The series sweep marks the Brewers' 10th straight win, which is their longest streak of the season. Not only is it a series sweep, but it's a season sweep for the Brewers as they will finish 6-0 against the defending champs this season. Here's what Brewers manager Pat Murphy had to say of his team's recent success.
I'm really, really proud of them, but we got work to do. We got work to do to improve in every area we can, but we can at least feel like we're capable.
The Brewers continue their road trip out west as they will head to Seattle to take on the Mariners for a 3-game series.
This has been the Milwaukee Baseball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by National Liquor Mart.
1, 2, 3 into the 4. Avondale Roofing is knocking on your door. Leaking roof? Man, that's a shame. Call the real pros. We running this game. We patch it, thatch it, no need to stress. Our crew shows up and cleans up the mess. No drips, no drafts, no drama at all. Just tight new shingles and a leak-proof hall. Hey.
It's nothing but Avondale, baby. They keep it dry when the weather gets crazy. Hey.
Visit AvondaleRoofing.com. That is AvondaleRoofing.com.
You're listening to Wilde Tausch on 94.5 ESPN. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella at 855-PELLA-WI or visit online at PellaWI.com/radio.
I'm afraid we're out of time. Tomorrow,
or
first
are
practice.
We? I can't tell with your espionage if we're actually an hour early or I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Good one.
Goody at 9:20 tomorrow. LaFleur at 9:50. Practice at 10:30.
Bulaga at 9:30 around these
I'll be
parts.
a little in and out during the show, but we will be live from Green Bay. We'll have wall-to-wall coverage throughout the day, and we look forward to you joining us. Thanks for coming along for the ride today.
And maybe some free burgers.
And go Brewers. WEBB. We'll figure out what it stands for tomorrow. Have a great day. Take care. Be good. Have a good
Miss
night.
any of today's episode of Wilde Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin? Commercial-free full show podcasts are available free on the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Mark Tauscher here, and these days I am